level, but it's like there's got to be adjustments. It's insane.
Yeah, and Quintana's been playing with fire because he's throwing all these like border strike zone pitches, and he's been getting lucky with some of them, but I feel like
he's not getting,
and I think now he's like stuck in that mode. Like he keeps, and that's what I thought. I said this earlier. Why is he not throwing the curveball down like the other guy was doing? Because that's what's getting us. We can't hit Santana's curveball. I mean, he's curving it down below, and we keep chasing it. And the problem with the Mets is that
getting out of the inning.
He got out of the inning, but the problem with the Mets is like they load all the bases, and then like you want to go out for the knockout punch instead of just letting the game come to you, right?
Yeah.
So you have this situation where like they're just swinging at everything, trying to hit a home run or trying to hit a grand slam or doing some bullshit, and it's like, come on, man. And now you let the Phillies, get a little bit of momentum. Hopefully this it'll stop after this, because
hopefully not for long, right?
Hopefully, well, it's like opposite of what's been happening. We were playing like shit these first, basically 3/4 of the game, these last few games, and all of a sudden late, outside of this last game we just played, but even throughout the Braves and the Brewers and the first game of the Philly series, they've all been like late surges by the Mets. And then here we are,
the last two games you've actually had offense before the seventh inning, which has been refreshing to see.
But there's only so long you can get away with that shit.
Yeah, but I think there's a confidence level now. I'm sure for you as a Met fan, being like, you know what, 1-0, bottom 5, got plenty of baseball left. I mean, shit, it's insane. Honestly, it's nothing short of amazing, no pun intended, of what the Mets have been doing. You have to admire it. You do, unless you're in Philadelphia. It's just it's fun. It's fun baseball.
That's the best part. These Philly fans are talking so much shit, and they thought they were gonna dog walk us. I know it. Like all I saw was,
what did I text you? I text you all. I wouldn't, if I were a Met fan, I wouldn't be confident, because I'm going into it as my typical New York sports fan of being like, hey, chances are they're gonna break your heart, right? Yeah. And I understand the irony of saying that with a Yankee shirt on, right? Because I've been very spoiled by them in my lifetime. But I mean, you figure it's the late push to get, dude, the last 5 games of the season. I mean, you went into a weekend series against the Brewers and shit the bed. So it came down to Monday, doubleheader against Atlanta, and then back to Milwaukee.
Right.
Routed them. Great. And then, you get Philly up next. And there was some uncertainty there. And Philly fans, I'm sure, were loving it. They had first round bye.
When Mike gets here, I want to ask him what the chatter was, after the first game, and then after the second game, like what was the difference? Because it had to have gone, oh, holy shit, we lost. And then, you split the series and everything's cool. But like now it's getting, and then we win again. It's like, oh shit, like this is like we can not make it back to Philly here. Like, and I think, and that's my thing. Like, I think the Mets have to win tonight, or else I think Phillies is going to end up winning this series.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go back to
I mean, you say that, but I mean, look, when their backs are up against the wall, they have proven that they can come through. So even if they does go back to Philly, I still wouldn't. Still not something to feel bad about. There'd be a little bit of reassurance knowing what they've done. Now, with that being said, game 1, I'm sure as Mikey was walking out, I'm sure there were fans being like, all right, whatever, we're trying to feel it out. It is what it is. After game 2, that was honestly a hell of a walk off, hell of a comeback. You got to give it to him.
There we go. There we go, Lindor. And he's going for third. Holy shit.
Damn, you know what? Mine must be on a delay.
Yeah. Never mind. He didn't. He pulled back.
Yeah, mine's definitely on a delay. Damn. You saw that way before me.
Did I? All right, hold on. I gotta pause my TV.
No. You're good. You're good.
No, because I ruined this. I did this the last watch party I was part of. I was like a good 20 seconds ahead. So like I was.
Are you on cable? Is that why?
No, I'm YouTube TV. Shout out to them.
damn, I'm on Fubo. Fubo, get with it, bro.
Come on, Fubo, get with it. But I also like don't have like phone and cable. I was like, yo, give me the fastest internet.
Yeah.
I want my TV to be faster than the actual in-game action. Like I
Yeah.
want it somehow. I somehow want
You
it to
want to
be
tell the
faster.
future.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to be able. I want to be ahead of what they're actually doing. So, no, I do a lot of shit, man. I need fast internet. Plus, I got all these kids running around here. I need, these kids are playing Xbox and tablets, and they got all this shit. Like, I need the
Yeah.
fastest internet. I don't want a buffer at all. I don't want any slowness in anything.
Dude, I'm gonna have to upgrade mine because yeah, everybody's on it once. And not just that, everything I buy now comes with some sort of feature where you need Wi-Fi for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
shit, like every appliance I have is like, oh, it's connected to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like what's up, man? Refrigerator won't open because you need Wi-Fi.
Dude,
Like that's refrigerators
yeah.
have TVs on tablets and shit. Fucking one of our guys at the firehouse bought a fucking Samsung refrigerator, and that shit has like he can sync to his refrigerator and like be like, oh yeah, buy milk, and it has like a little note keeping app, and you can just write
We
it
have
on
this
there.
calendar thing we just bought that we can create lists on it too, but
Yeah.
like even then, because it syncs to our phones, like that takes up Wi-Fi as well. So I'm just like,
Oh, I think we just got that at our house because I keep forgetting shit that Ashley tells me that we're doing.
yeah,
And so she got this like calendar that I had to download, and like anytime she makes an appointment or makes some event for us, I get these notifications. And I'm like, fuck. And now I have no excuse because she'll like tell me to save it. And I'm like, oh, I forgot to save it. Well, now she does it for me, and it just like the day before and then like the hour before I get notifications like, oh, you're doing this. And I'm like, fuck. She
yeah.
got me. She got
Yeah,
me.
that's why. I mean, I always used to like not forget, but like like we'd always have to have like 3 different conversations about, hey, what dates are you traveling? What are you doing this? And so I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's just get this thing, sync it up. There's also there's
Okay.
there's got to be nothing more infuriating to Phillies fans than the camera panning to all these Met fans just screaming.
Well, I was shocked that the lack of Philly fans in the building, considering how the Mets fans travel for, going down to Philadelphia. I was shocked that there was not more, and maybe I'm missing them, but there's not a lot of red out there.
No, I mean, look, not as they weren't strength in numbers as much as they were in like Met fans in Philly. That's for sure. I just think you go to highest point of concentration, right? So yeah, of course we know that there's Philly fans in the area of Philadelphia on the Pennsylvania side and even on the New Jersey side. But guess what? New Jersey is a big place, and there's a lot of Met fans here that are willing to drive an hour and a half to Phillies Stadium than they are, Citizens Bank Park, than they are individuals willing to take a train to Queens. And Queens is tough to get to if you're from Philly or even Jersey. So that could play into it as well. But I mean, we could just kind of bundle that into one fan base, just not putting in the extra effort,
Yeah.
There we go. 1 and 2, no outs. This is great.
See? Listen, you know what? I would say that normally, but just the way this game's been going, I wouldn't be shocked if I was just checking our audio levels, making sure we sound good on the YouTube, and we do. So thank you for anybody who's joining us on the YouTube. We're going to get to the shits before Mike gets here. Let's do some quick sports spurt since we're not doing real stuff about sports. Robert Saleh gets fired. What's up?
Aaron Rodgers got him fired, right? Like you've seen the clips. We've seen it all. And look, I get it. Losing record, but when you look back at it, lost a lot last year, but that was because, right, Aaron Rodgers got hurt fourth play of the game, or 4th or 5th snap of the game. So they figured, all right, had to put Zach Wilson back out there, push him out there. Maybe next year will be different. Lo and behold, come to find out, nothing we haven't been saying. Aaron Rodgers is not going to save the Jets organization.
Right.
Maybe he will now if he has any say in what's going to happen next. But can he just go out in a blaze of glory of just being like, hey man, I'm like a 2 or 3-time MVP, Super Bowl winner, and let's just kind of forget all of his weird personal cave diving, mushroom eating stuff.
Yeah.
But I do partially feel bad for Jet fans.
Yeah.
Partially.
But this was over. This was over to me this past off season when he skipped mandatory minicamp, and then there was that issue where Saleh said, I don't know where he's at, and Rodgers said, I had planned this already. I think that was because I Aaron Rodgers came out and said, "Oh, I resent the fact that people think I have anything to do." Dog, there was a conversation with you and the owner the night before, and then the next day, the coach is getting fired and reportedly not allowed to talk to the team. Everything has been done for you up until this point. You have been allowed to do things out of the normal standard operating procedures. So what else are we supposed to think, Aaron Rodgers? All the issues have been coming down to you. So it's peculiar for me.
It's always odd to me when an entire organization lets their star player make this many decisions, right? And I think you can look. The only other person that comes to mind is Tom Brady, but I think they had such a good relationship with Tom, the front office, and all of his coaches, to where it like there was never this like impact, right?
Yeah.
Nimmo's gonna go yard here. I know it.
I gotta pause.
No, he's not.
He was foul, and then he just struck out like a fucking asshole.
Yep, it's all right. Polar bears up.
God damn it.
But yeah, dude, the Jets. Is there any fixing them?
Yeah, Woody Johnson has to die. And I don't mean to sound morbid, but he's not going to sell the team and he's not going to step down. So the only way the Jets, and this is the issue with the Cowboys, right? How are the Cowboys going to get fixed? Jerry Jones can no longer be in charge. Well, is Jerry Jones going to sell the Cowboys? No. Is he going to give up being the general manager? No. So unfortunately, the Cowboys situation isn't going to change much until Jerry Jones dies. The same thing with, unless they get a Dan Snyder situation where people find a bunch of dirt on him and they
tried that, didn't work.
They tried that and it didn't work. So other than a Dan Snyder, the only way these people are gonna change, especially the ones that are so involved in their franchises, like the Jets, like the Cowboys, it's not really going to get better until they either get some transcendent player that can cover up all the deficiencies, or unfortunately, they die. I'm not saying that like I'm wishing anybody's death. I'm just being realistic about, like, the Cowboys have been the same for the last 30 years. it's because Jerry Jones has been running it one way. So I don't see it changing for those boys, but it is what it is.
So NFL question for you, because I know we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. Are you ready to finally give in and call the Vikings the real deal at this point?
Who do the Vikings play this week? They're 5-0. Vikings play the Lions. Okay.
You think after this week?
Oh no, they're on a bye this week.
No, they're on a bye this week. They play the Lions got the Cowboys this week. Yeah.
They play the Cowboys this week. What schedule am I looking at?
No, the Lions play the Cowboys this week.
The Lions play the Cowboys this week. Oh, okay, so the Vikings are on a bye. Okay. So I'm looking at their victories against the Packers, against the Jets, against the Giants, the 49ers, who had a bunch of people hurt second week of the season, but the 49ers don't look legit. So they basically, half of their games have been against bottom feeders or underperforming teams. If they come out and play the Lions well, don't get dog walked, they can lose the game. I'm happy with them losing because the Lions are a very good team.
Yeah.
If they come out and look competent and it's a close one-score game or it comes down to the wire, then I will be willing to, and obviously if they win, I will call them legit. But if they come out and get their ass kicked, I can't say that because then they'll have one loss. And the Bills just got their ass kicked by, I'm not going to call the Bills like frauds because they got their ass kicked by the Ravens and the Texans, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, we had 7 starters missing, but nobody wants to talk about that. And we have the worst coach in the NFL, but whatever, fuck them. No, I think the Vikings are legit. I can't say that they're not. They're really good. I like Kevin O'Connell. We've hyped up Coach Cox since he's gotten hired, so it'd be unfair of me. That's just Sam Darnold bias, right? Like that's all that is.
Yeah.
So I can't, and I thought they were good with Kirk Cousins, so I can't sit there and be like, nah, because I thought they were legit. The only difference is the quarterback, really, and then they added Aaron Jones. So the departure of Kirk Cousins and then adding Aaron Jones, on top of having Justin Jefferson and a better defense, I can't call them frauds, even if they lose to the Lions. They're legit. Fuck it.
And then who had on their bingo card that the Commanders are going to be leading the NFC East?
Not me, but I had that Jaden Daniels was going to be the best rookie quarterback. I said that when our prediction show. I said, this Caleb Williams thing. Now, I will give Caleb Williams a lot of props. Mike Hughes said he'll join us here in a minute. But
nice.
I told him that they should get Jaden Daniels instead of Caleb Williams, but I will give Caleb Williams his flowers. He has been playing better these last 2 weeks. Now, I know that they were hyping up this last win, but let us remind, if you're just joining us, they played the Panthers. So everybody relax. Everybody fucking relax out there. They played the Panthers. All right, so they took Suarez. The Phillies had now made the switch to Suarez.
From Suarez to Hoffman, right?
To Hoffman. Now, this is probably planned, but they were warming him up in the second inning because he was giving up all those runs. The problem is the Mets fucking shit the bed and didn't score on any of them. And now Pete Alonso just struck out.
Yeah.
So that's very nice.
So listen.
About to strand 9, y'all. This is crazy, the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not striking out that's bothering. Mm-hmm. It's the striking out not even like looking. That's twice now.
Yeah. They're being too patient.
And now, yeah, it's just like, bro, swing away.
Yeah. I went from they're being too aggressive to they're too patient. Like they need to settle in because this is
that
the
was
pressure.
A good pitch. I'll admit that. I mean, that's 100% a good pitch, but my God.
Pete Alonso.
This is why you shouldn't pay Pete Alonso. I'll be honest with you.
You know, we say that, and then I called the last watch party after he struck out all those times that he was going to hit the 3-run shot, and he did.
Yeah, but also, I mean, in all honesty, you're taking a guy in a contract year that does nothing all season and then shows up in the playoffs, and if you win it all, great. But I mean, do you want a guy that shows up for October through November, or do you want a guy that shows up the other 142 whatever games there are? So
wow, they just stranded 9. This is so the Mets got to get it together. The fact that it's 1-0 is fine, but they're gonna fuck around and lose this game if they don't start relaxing
find a way
a little bit.
They got to chip away.
Chip away. That's all they've been doing all season.
They are chipping. They just gotta. I mean, they gotta convert. How does Lindor lead off for you like that, and you leave him out there? I mean, come on.
We just talked. Hey, Tika Renee, shout out to you. We just talked about it. What's going on is that they're too anxious. They're too anxious at the plate. We could send the Phillies home. She asked if this is isn't this a big play? I guess she's telling us, like, right, being sarcastic, like, hey, play better. It's a big playoff game. You're 100% right, Tika. You are 100% right. The issue is that they're anxious. They're too anxious. The moment is here, right? You can send the Phillies home without having to go back to Philly and play a game, get some extra rest. So they're not settling in. They're getting on base, which is fine, but then they sense it like, holy shit, we have 2 on base. We have bases loaded. There's only 1 out. And now they're just going nuts instead of what's got them there, chipping away, singling them to death, doubling them to death, just smart base running. Like this is my fear of the Mets, right? Because this is what they do. The moment is here now. And for some reason, they're at the doorstep and they can't get through this door. And hopefully, again, it's early in the game. It's 5th inning. It's only a 1-score game. It's a 1 inning can change everything. But you're putting pressure on your pitching. You're putting pressure on your bullpen. Because now, like, you're already losing. You can't give up any more runs without putting something on the board. And, if this gets to like a 3-0 game here, especially now we're getting middle of the game, it can get scary hours for Philly. I mean, for New York. So I'm with you. It's a big playoff game, and they need to calm the hell down.
Man, for me, there's got to be consistency, because even if they somehow make it through here, you got to look to the future. You get out of this series, who do you got? And these are 2 juggernaut teams out of the West that honestly produce offense almost every single inning. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, look, this touch and go shit may work on a team like Philly right now when they're doing the same, but I mean, when you go up against the likes of the Padres or the Dodgers, you got to play a whole different game.
It's unbelievable. The Phillies have 1 hit, right? They've gotten on base through balls. So they really only have 1 hit on the game, which was the double that Bryce Harper scored on. The Mets had 9 base runners, and we're losing 1-0. Think about that. Like, isn't that the most Met statistic you've ever heard?
That's
Philly only has 1 hit this whole game, and they're winning 1-0, and it wasn't a home run. Yeah, shout out to the Philly pitching staff or Philly pitchers. They've gotten out of so much trouble all throughout the game. And the Mets, I don't know.
I mean, backs up against the wall, so
this might be go time for them, right? Like, get it together. I mean, and at the end of the day, it takes one at bat, right? Like we get a guy on base, we get a home run, or we get a couple hits. That's all it takes. Mike Hughes, what up?
What up?
There he is.
Hey, make sure you go into the settings and make sure your Shure mic is connected.
I know. Pissed me off.
I can't hear you, so.
Oh.
It's very faint.
There it is. It's faint. So just turn it up. You good?
Let me see.
The quality sounds good. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah, Tika Renee. Let's go Mets. This is about go time. I'm actually shocked Quintana's still pitching, but hey. Well, honestly, that's the thing. I don't think he's been pitching bad, to be honest. It's just the bats aren't. I think Quintana's doing what he's supposed to do. Wow. Damn. See, that's what the Mets need. A couple of them. Mike Hughes, we were asking about Robert Saleh. Can't hear you, bud.
Fuck.
Oh, you're very, very low. Is your mic turned down all the way?
Let me see. Hello?
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. You back?
What's up, handsome Bert?
Hey.
Look at this guy. Oh, you sound great too. I like that hat. Man.
That's
fire hat right there. Yeah.
You, sir.
It's a Blackhawks. That's the Blackhawks. Yeah, Connor Bedard.
Yeah.
We're back in the season.
Look at this guy. Hell yeah. Now this is regular season hockey, right? This ain't no preseason bullshit like
No, we had it, yeah. Kicked off last night.
I was just at preseason the other day though. We got dog walked by the Wild. It was crazy.
Oh,
I was like, why is Fleury in for 3 quarters? Can't I have something nice? Isn't there a backup somewhere that could just do something? Like,
now I did tune in for about a couple minutes of the Utah Hockey Club, which was pretty cool to see. It's
took
a
our
new
first
city.
L from the Utah Hockey Club.
Was it? Oh, they were playing Chicago, right?
Yeah, first
That's
L.
what it was.
First L.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Part of history, not the good
I didn't
part.
even pay attention. I was literally looking at Utah and seeing how it looked. It doesn't look so bad, man. Hopefully they pick like a real name. I'm not a fan of the Washington football team, Utah Hockey Club shit.
No, they need a real name.
Pick a name, dog. I don't know how you
get a real fucking sweater.
What do you associate with Utah though? I'm very ignorant when it comes to geography, so I don't really know about other places like that.
It's like the Rocky Mountains. So I think some of the names that have been, I think the finalist for the names that they have that people are voting on, it's between the Mammoth, the Yeti, and then there was something else. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna look it up now.
Russell Westbrook has a vote in the name. He says the Utah racists. That's in the chat right now. But
no, Utah racist. Utah Hockey Club. Let's see.
For sure. I'm still not big on Commanders. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Outlaws.
No, we were never fans of it. I mean, me personally.
I said keep the Redskins. I said fuck their feelings. I said the Redskins. Fuck it. Only because the people. So I can't. I'm not even gonna attempt to say the Chiefs' name because I already forgot it. But the Native American reservation that's indigenous to the area, said that they really didn't have a problem with it. It was like a small group of them that had a problem with the name. But then they were like, all right, well, if you're going to change the name, at least keep the logo because that's what helps us. That shit helps us out. And then they changed the logo. So now they're just mad. They're like, well, fuck that, man. Bring back the whole thing. We don't care. Like, it's just y'all who care. We don't really care all that much. And we were like, yo, if y'all going to change the name, then change it, but don't change the logo. And I was actually cool with them changing the name too. I just didn't want them to change the identity of the team. Like red something. There's mad red shit you can name it after. I don't care what you do, but
for sure.
But at this point, Redskins, man, like who cares? Like if the people who aren't it's affecting don't care, then now if they care, then that's different. But
and I don't like to make things political and everything come into race, but I've only ever heard white people complain about it, and I always find that very odd. If it's justified, it's justified, you know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like people just try to be a part of something just to say they're a part of something. I'm like you don't even know why things are the way they are. First of all, I'm born and raised Chicago, North Side Irish, and no one gives a fuck about the racist little leprechaun on the Boston Celtics or the Notre Dame whatever the fuck. That shit pisses me. I'm like, what? Well, we don't look like that. I'm 5'8". That's average height. Why he got to be a midget? That doesn't make sense to me. But hi Corey, how are you? It's fucked up, dog. It is.
So Utah is down to 5 names. So give me all votes. Utah Blizzard, Utah Hockey Club, I guess keeping it the hockey club. So Utah HC, I guess they're going the soccer route. Utah Mammoth, Utah Outlaws, Utah Venom, or Utah Yeti. So 6 names.
I like Outlaws.
It's got to be Outlaws or Mammoth.
Yeah. But you know what though? Denver, the Denver
like
Outlaws is a professional lacrosse team, so I don't even think.
Their mascot at that game looked like a Yeti, so I wonder if that's,
maybe.
I mean, and that also could be for this year. The Phoenix Suns have a gorilla. It really has nothing to do with nothing, right? So,
Do they really?
Yeah. So maybe Yeti is just I don't know how I feel about Yeti. I like Outlaws or Mammoth, but definitely. See, the Utah Blizzard's dope too, but that reminds me of, like, what are you? You're a Heat? Yeah, like the Miami Heat. Like, are you a Thunder? So I don't like names that if I'm a player, I can't say what I am. Like, if I'm a Laker, if I play for the Lakers, I'm a Laker. If I play for the Oklahoma City Thunder, am I a Thunder? Like, Mammoth is cool.
Yeah, like I have a hard time with even the fever in the sky. Like, I don't really know what
is that? Yeah,
I don't know what to associate with it. And it's like our mascot now. It was Sky Guy, which was like, I mean, Sky Guy was Sky Guy, but like now it's a lion, and I'm like, I can't be mad at it because it's like, what else do you associate with it? But like for the fever and shit, it's like I have no idea.
Yeah. At least it's a female lion. I had to look it up. That'd be weird.
Yeah,
I mean, Sky Guy looks crazy.
Sky Guy was cool. Sky Guy
looks like Stretch Armstrong or something like that.
We used to say he looked like Jay Leno before they put the shield on his face.
That's crazy.
He had like a huge chin. It was hilarious.
That's fucking crazy. So there we go. We got who's that? Castellanos again?
Castellanos struck out.
Cub legend. He was
watching Pete Alonso, future Cub, get it together.
No,
I'm okay. About to save the season for this team.
I wish. I'm in the corner.
Oh. Now, if the ball hits them, he's not out. Like, what's this? Is that just a playground shit? Am I dumb for thinking that? I might be dumb for thinking that.
Oh yeah, big time.
Because I would just throw the balls at people all the time.
I mean, if you're playing pegs, you're playing pegs. You know what I mean? But have not yet seen that. Also, by the way, Jerm, I did get a chance to check out the Aaron Hernandez stuff, and if I'm Rob Gronkowski, I'm suing because you made me look
they made him look like a fucking doof.
Yeah,
they made him look like the biggest doof in the world. I'm suing if I'm Tim Tebow. I'd sue if I was Tim Tebow. They made Tim Tebow look nuts. Like everybody on that team, Percy Harvin and fucking Cam Newton, everybody's all thugged out in that show.
Yeah.
And then
they got Gronk laughing like a clown. Like
he's like, "Hey guys, hey, it's Tim Tebow. Hey, go get him." And it's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here."
No, it was wild.
I couldn't believe they did my guy Tim Tebow like that. They made him look like a fucking nerd.
He's a nerd though. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, he's a little nerdy, but it was like over bit. Like it was too cheesy. It was too
He probably
cheesy.
Was that way though. You know what I mean? Like who knows?
Yeah,
but
that's true. He could have been.
Look at Russell West, unlimited. Russell Wilson's like that now. Like this shit's ass. Like
yeah, Russell Wilson's gonna go off for the Nuggets though. This is gonna be resurgence. He's gonna be 6th man of the year.
Man, bro, I think you're thinking about Russell Westbrook, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're talking about Russell Wilson, who's never getting his job back because of your boy.
Yeah.
So do you feel salty that Justin Fields is playing all right? And Caleb Williams. Well, Caleb Williams has been all right.
Caleb actually, the Panthers. Yeah, I mean, it was the Panthers, but last year the Bears played the Panthers and we won 16-13, and we threw like 150 yards. So like the fact that we dog walked them, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're taking steps while they're going backwards. We went forwards. So no, I definitely like keep it a buck. I was huge on Justin. I was huge on getting Marvin Harrison Jr. and a lineman. Still do believe Ryan Poles, a former lineman, is only bringing in guys who played like him, which doesn't mean anything. I saw Justin play against Dallas though, and I wasn't you know, they didn't have anybody on that defensive line. Micah Parsons and the boys weren't playing, so it was like I expected a lot more. He kind of looks the same as he did in Chicago. I can't lie. They let him throw a little bit more, but not too much. You know what I mean? He does just enough to not fuck it up. And I think that for me is kind of like I'm still indifferent. You know what I mean? Like Caleb's impressed me with what he does, but he doesn't win. You know, like to the magnitude of which we want him to yet. So I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not a meat rider though. Like if Caleb wins this week, I'm not gonna be like y'all was wrong. Caleb's God. Like you know, like
yeah.
Soto, by the way, just hit a bomb to the track. Had to go like maybe 405, but didn't get out of the park.
Oh,
so the Yanks are about to go 3 up, 3 down.
Does it make you sad that would have been a home run in Citi Field, like or any other field? Like
it does. It makes me sad that if we were still home and he hit that, it probably would have been out.
Yeah, shocked that baseball doesn't have universal things.
It's very weird.
Mike's not going to be sitting here. I'm going to remove him from the party. Thought he was ready to go. He like added the studio, and then he walked away. Get out of here. I want to look at your empty seat. When Mike gets here, we'll do the bucket of doom.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Listen, it's a big night for sports. Okay, the Rangers are on. So
are they? Man.
7:30.
Oh shit! There we go.
Did you see Corey? Did you see
Bert
Crosby trying
Corey
to
one more
name,
fucking
like,
time?
Yeah, I think he's doing it on purpose.
That's Bert.
I called you Bert.
Who is this?
That's Bert. It's been Bert.
You should have.
Bro,
it's Bert.
But look. So I got this text from Mike Powers saying I'm doing a show with Corey today. Hop on. So that I was.
I don't know. Maybe
impression.
he's coming later. I don't know.
That's fucked up. See, I was
The
set
fucked up thing
fail.
is when you first joined, you said, "What up, Bert?" And you said you told him how handsome. he
No,
was.
I said, "What's
I
up,
thought you were doing that shit
handsome
on
Bert?"
purpose.
No, I said handsome Bert, which is Corey.
No. Corey is uglier. Bert is prettier.
I like
Corey.
to switch it up because Bert's a little older. But dang, what up, Bert?
That's fucked up.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't know. I missed you though.
Who the fuck
How you
is
doing?
this?
I was like, I don't even know Corey, so I'm not gonna talk to him that much. But hey, I know Bert. Dude, where's Mike? I gotta tell Mike he fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Corey should be here. I don't know.
What did the text say? The text said, "Awesome."
No, he
Corey's
probably
coming
said
on
that.
too.
Oh, maybe Corey's going to the studio.
I'm here.
Hey,
No, you were here and you walked away, so I took you off.
Yeah.
hey, guy, this is Bert. You jerk. You had me calling him Corey.
No, Corey is supposed to be here. Yeah, Corey's supposed to be here.
Okay, but when I see Corey's coming on too, I'm like, oh, okay, Corey. And then I come on, and that's physically Corey right there. So I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Corey?
I was listening in my 2-hour commute. I'm convinced Philadelphia was trying to keep me away from watching this game and being on this stream. And I heard you call him. You called him, and I quote, handsome Bert. So it sounded like you were just because he's called prettier Corey, but you called him handsome Bert.
Hey.
So it just sounded like you were giving him his props for being a good-looking man.
And I'll take it every day.
So I was like, oh, that's
he
weird.
He is still handsome. I saw him up close and
So I thought you were just making your own nickname now.
I saw Bert in 4K at Wrigley. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm mad jealous. I ain't gonna lie.
Is my audio good?
Your audio's great.
Beautiful. I gotta go listen back to the stream to make sure my audio is good.
Yeah,
I tested it. That's what I was doing when I walked away. I wanted to hear what it sounded like when I entered.
Oh, okay.
Huge strikeout, bro.
So I'm really upset at the Mets who have stranded 9. I'm really upset that the announcers are terrible. And I'm really upset that the Mets are going to fucking take this down to the wire yet again.
Who's calling the game, by the way? I have it on mute.
Adam Amin, Wainwright, and
AJ Przinsky. Foul
AJ
territory.
Przinsky.
He's really good too. I like his analysis of like pitch calls and stuff. I mean, catchers, if they can announce, they're the best. Fran Healy, Tim McCarver, before he joined Buck.
Thank you. It's like Tim McCarver. Yeah.
Protecting those political
Tim
connects.
was
Good
the
job.
go for a while, man.
Holy crap! Adam Amin is calling this game. Shout out Adam Amin, Bulls legend. You love to see it.
Man, look at you guys saving those
Look at
political
him.
connects. Good save.
Look at
You guys
him
are
go.
good.
Look at him
You guys
go.
are good. All right, we're in a commercial break. Bucket of doom time. Hey,
Let's
listen,
go.
mad L's happen.
Where the
Bert,
fuck did
you're
the
2 and
bucket
3.
go?
Corey.
I didn't lose last week though. I won.
I already owe a
Oh no, I said
punishment.
that you're 2 and 3. You won.
Oh, yeah,
What did I
yeah,
say?
yeah.
I didn't say you lost. I said you're 2 and 3 now because
But
you
you
were.
said bad L's happened. I got nervous. I was like, wait.
Oh no.
Don't even worry
Corey's
about it, bro. I
4 and
thought it
1.
was
I'm
Corey.
4 and 1. Carl's 4 and 1.
Carl.
Dwayne Marcus is 3 and 2. Mike Hughes, you're 3 and 2. Mike Powers, you are 1 and 4, and Ty is 3 and 2. Who's first? Bert's first.
Bert's first.
The New England Patriots starting Drake May this week.
Oh, I already know I wanna
Ooh,
go that
hey,
back.
keep it. No, keep it.
Nah.
Bert starting Drake. I don't know who they're playing, but they're starting Drake May.
They're playing
Corey.
the Jags.
Corey has the Panthers. He doesn't care enough to throw back. I have the Chargers. I don't know who we're just fresh off a bye. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Carl.
Chargers have Broncos, by the way.
Oh, I'm keeping that. Carl has the Colts. Marcus, son of Dwayne.
Son of Dwayne.
He's currently doing Protect Our Queens.
Go check it
Has
out.
the Baltimore Ravens hometown crowd, even though he's a Packers fan. Mike Hughes. The Seattle Seahawks.
I think they're playing.
Mike Powers. The Cincinnati Bengals, Peyton's favorite team.
Yeah, I gotta keep it.
I
Oh
has
fuck
the
no.
Minnesota Vikings.
Ty has a bye. He wins.
Automatic bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Throw
just
mine
talked-
back. There's no way I'm keeping it. The Pats have the Texans, so it's
Yeah.
not happening.
I am
Bert
also
with the
throwing mine
redraw.
back.
You're gonna throw yours back too?
Yeah, they're playing the 49ers.
Rams, Bert.
Ooh.
Yes. Bye week. Let's go.
Ooh, look at this guy. Mike Hughes, you had the
Seahawks.
Seahawks, right? I knew that. And your new team is the New Orleans Saints.
I don't hate it.
Bucks 1 o'clock.
Ground ball, Pete behind the bag. He gets it. He's no Bill Buckner. Inning over. Jeez Louise. 1-0. Let's score some runs.
5 hits to 2 hits. We're losing 1-0. Not
So
a
were
great
you-
start.
Were you guys listening to the announcers the entire from like start to finish from where we are right now?
No, mine's right
I've
now.
been loosely listening to the announcers.
So I was
haven't really.
listening in the first couple innings, and it was after Philly scored when Harper walked across first, and he goes, or walked across home plate, and he goes, "Thankfully, there's not a lot of one-run baseball games in the playoffs," and that's all this game has been since
Yo,
he
the
said
radio.
it.
Yeah. The radio announcers were jinxing the Mets the entire time. It was
Entire
like,
time.
yo, it was the radio announcers. I was screaming at the car. I was in so much traffic. But yeah, they were like, oh, Quintana's like perfect, +1 through 3. And then next thing you know, he threw 40 pitches and they load the bases. Like, it was just like everything they said. It was jinxing them. Like, oh, like the Mets haven't left any runners in scoring position. Now we've left like a dozen. Like,
Bases
it's just
loaded
like
twice,
everything.
like-
Yeah, everything they did.
Nah, yeah, that had me, and it's crazy
The ground
because
ball, it should be okay, and it's dropped. Like, it was nuts, man. I was like, yo, you guys are messing with me.
yeah,
It's only a matter of time that, because with 5 hits and 0 runs to 2 hits and 1 run, like that's not normal. Like at some point, it's going to it's gonna flip for the Mets.
It's got to be now.
Well, right now,
Yeah.
now, this is the inning right here to at least tie it up. Like you have to take that pressure off of your bullpen. Tie it
First
up. at
batter.
least.
Just gonna go yard. I don't even know who it is.
Let's go. We're in a commercial break, Bert. Give us a Yankees update.
Nothing.
They're
And
also
then
in a commercial
top
break.
2, yeah, they're also in a commercial break.
They planned it. Yeah, Corey's laughing at me, but there's 100%. Like Yankees getting all these primetime games is simply because They're the privileged Yankees, the 1% Yankees.
Yeah.
2 Americas. That's all I'm gonna say. 2 Americas.
Listen, I wouldn't hate a 6 p.m. start, right? Like I don't need to stay up this late. You know, I'll do it, but you know, it's not
for the culture, right?
Yeah, yeah. For the pride mostly.
For pride. Yeah. We let's see. Trying to look up these stats. I had stat muse up. I try to be a super stat guy and try to be like a professional, but now I'm just gonna give up and just watch this game. Let's see. Here we go. Hoffman's still up. JD Martinez. He was the biggest culprit, man. He couldn't hit the curveball. He's swinging at every fucking thing when we have bases loaded.
The Padres refused to do in-game interviews with Ken Rosenthal during Game 3 because of the article he released before the game. Bro, what? You
That's
guys
swag.
Are pussies.
That's swag. Shout out to the Padres. That's right. Don't let these reporters. You don't need these reporters. We have the internet. We have social media.
Ken Rosenthal is 5'2" and handsome. You talk to that man.
Nah, I ain't talking to no. Listen, if you put out slander against me or my team, you ain't never getting the interview. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there we go. There we go, JD. Let me know when he hits it on y'all end so I can pause my TV. All right, he just hit it. There we go.
He's at first base. He just clapped.
Okay. And I should be.
And they're looking at him with his Strauss German engineering helmet.
Germans. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's all we need to do all game. Dink and dunk, like the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm telling you guys right now, we may not be able to get to the game, but if this ends up being a Yankees-Mets World Series, I'm coming up there for a game.
Oh, yeah, no, we got to have a house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't care if we just watch it in the parking lot.
Dude,
somewhere.
I tried hard to figure out ways to get J-Mac, Mikey here. Obviously, Germ was we were talking about it. Yes.
Go. Yup.
All right, let's see if we could strand them, boys.
0 outs. That's 100% what's going to happen.
Bert, can I have Juan Soto?
No, he's the only one that's fucking hitting in our lineup.
My bad.
And he's about to be a Met, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Can I have? I don't want Marcus Stroman. You can keep that. You don't even want Marcus Stroman.
I like Marcus Stroman, but I also like Javier Baez.
Yeah.
But Javi was the only one playing hard for this team when we were struggling. He was the one keeping us. That's right, Mart. Oh.
Yeah. I saw Javi the other day doing great clapping in the dugout. Shout out to him.
Hey, man, sometimes you just need a glue guy to come through and make sure everything is straight.
He's not the glue guy.
He's not a glue guy?
Oh. No, not at all. Javi's a Javi guy, respectfully.
I feel you. Listen.
Javi's Javi's like that guy who, when you're having fun, but is like non-existent when you're not. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. He's like, this was the rap game. He's like the Meek Mill of rap. When he's on, he's on. Otherwise, he's just kind of fucking there.
Yeah, I don't know if we can talk about Meek Mill lately. I don't know. Something's off with that guy. Y'all see the fucking report that this dude said that Stephon Diggs tried to drug him and have sex with him, and his brother had to beat him up in the elevator or something like that?
Nope. Sorry.
Meek Mill said that?
I'm waiting for Marte to have his moment.
Didn't he had his moment the last game with the sparkly shoes. Didn't he win the game with his with the walk-off or whatever?
I did just see
His daily moment.
Stephon Diggs and Cardi B, though. That stuff was kind of crazy. Crazy allegations.
Yeah, if you're a woman doing that, there's something wrong with you.
8 months pregnant is crazy.
Some dude came out and said Stephon Diggs, like, years ago.
They hit him.
Yes, we like that, Mike. Actually, no, we don't. We don't like that because now we can get this double playoff.
Well, also, I'd like to see Marte's bat active in that scenario.
Well, he was one of the early culprits that were swinging at everything under the sun, trying to make something happen when he should have just been letting the pitches come to him.
Hoffman had a great regular season. We got to him last game 1. Hopefully we do that again.
Oh, fuck. Slow ass Alvarez is up next. Double play.
You know something we don't know, man. You're ahead of us.
No,
You
I
got that.
paused. Let me know when the pitch
Oh!
happens.
Oh! He said it's foul! I don't know about that.
Can you review that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, as long as he has. the
Look. See, he
ability
was
to.
looking down and he spit. He knew. Tighten his lips up. Tighten them lips
Bro.
up tight.
Oh, it's foul. All
He
right.
said them tight lips.
So close. Did it touch chalk? Did it touch chalk? No.
Yeah. That did that with all his energy. He did a little hop skip when he did it. He said, nope.
I think that's what bothered me so much. That guy's a Phillies fan.
Yeah.
He was so happy to do that.
Yo, you know he was shitting bricks because he knew, like, yo, if I get this wrong.
Not for sure. That'd be my biggest fear as an ump, is to get one of the biggest plays wrong, and then you have to walk into the parking
Yep,
lot.
you got to settle down after that because
Yo, there's no outs, dog. Fuck this shit. Sack bunt.
Jerm, I feel
guy
like
get-
if you were an ump, you would definitely get into it with certain players.
Oh, 100%.
You'd be talking shit.
Yeah.
Oh!
He swung that bitch.
All right. He didn't go.
Jerm's the type of ump to be like, you wouldn't have hit that shit anyway. Calm down.
Yeah. Show ass to the dugout.
Yo.
Show dumb ass.
Yeah,
That's why you
wouldn't
swung
hit
at that shit.
Oh, fuck.
I got little leaguers that wouldn't swing at that. Show ass out of here. Yeah, I couldn't be a referee.
Nope. We've been chasing all game from what I know from being in 2 hours in traffic on the radio. Sounded like
yeah.
that.
Mike,
They've
is
been
that
chasing
normal?
since me and Bert have gone on.
Is that normal in Philly? to have
No,
traffic
like I
like
think
that?
we're anxious. Like speaking of Taylor, like he normally works the count, so he did that with the Braves to get us into the wild card spot we got. Oh, the runner's gonna
Yes.
advance.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now this is the stranding part right here. We got a guy on third and second. This is the
Yo,
stranding
those
part.
grimace cleats.
Yeah, they're sparkly grimace cleats.
I love it. I love it. I need that in my life.
Grimace
Yo,
cleats
Bert, you
for
called it.
16
Yo, is that Robert Sala in the crowd? Oh, it looks like grimace.
He
He
can't
ain't got
afford
nothing
to
else
go.
do. Yeah. No. Did you see what he gets for the rest of his contract? He gets $20,000 a day to pay out the rest of his contract. To not coach the Jets, best job in football.
Yeah.
Come on, Taylor. Just put the ball in play. Stop swinging it like that. I don't understand, bro. Doug, when you're in basketball, if you're not shooting well, you know what you do? You draw fouls. You get to the line, get in rhythm. Just stop swinging for the fences. Just put the ball in play.
It's fair.
God dang.
Yo, he fights though, man. He might get Hoffman removed because he's gonna be at 40 pitches by the time he gets him out.
He swung at it again. God.
Oh, man.
Ball 4, walked him.
Oh, fuck. Bases loaded, no outs. How do you fuck this up?
The Mets will do it. Watch. They're going to figure out a way. Triple play.
Didn't
Unassisted
strike
triple
out
play.
against Sanchez, like when nobody out, bases loaded, like or at least one out, bases loaded. and
He
they
had
struck
one out and
twice.
bases loaded, and they got out twice. It happened twice. So I'm until the Mets prove if they get one, but until then they don't get the benefit of the doubt. Look, Alvarez is slow, so this is 2 outs right here. He's gonna hit a double play. Watch, slow fat fuck.
Corey's trying to come, but he can't leave because the bases are loaded.
It's hilarious.
Tell him to leave. That way, if they score or like a grand slam hits, you make him sit in his car in your driveway.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the other thing. Like, do I
Do
want
the
him
show.
here if the Mets do take the lead?
I mean, if he's watching, it doesn't
He's
matter.
acting like
where he
he's
is,
watching the Yankees. He ain't watching this game. He's talking about the Yankees bases loaded or this game.
No, he's watching this.
No.
The Yanks have bottom 2, 1 out, man on second for KC.
Come on, Alvarez. This is your moment. You want to talk about moments? I wish once you get players on base, you can switch base position. So like, imagine if you could put Marte on third, and then you get one of those wild pitches, he could steal home. He's fast enough to do it.
I'm so glad you're not the president of baseball.
Oh, I'd put a fucking
like a Shark Tank out there.
Yeah, I'd make this game so exciting. I'd
like
put
slip and
bumpers.
slides.
I'd put like pinball bumpers like in the middle of the field, so if the ball hits a bumper, it could just bounce random places.
Do like a mid-season tournament.
No, I hate that. I fucking hate that. NBA is so stupid.
He did not go. Oh, nope. Now he decided you turned your back on us.
This guy got money on the Phils. It's crazy.
He went. Yep, that's a strike.
Yeah.
Cow Schwarber.
Yeah, we keep chasing.
See what I say.
Damn.
Man,
Philly should put a position player to pitch. No, just kidding.
I would have stuck my fucking little leg out there, try to get hit. I tried everything under the sun. That'd be great.
Hey, look, Hank Azaria is where J-Mac was yesterday, sitting next to Alex Cohen.
Yo, J-Mac went from not being able to get to the game to sitting right behind home plate next to celebrities.
Attaboy.
This guy got swag, boy. That guy, he's good.
Oh! Ah!
This fat piece of shit. See? Told you.
What are they saying? He's coming out. Oh, man, just a pop-up, Lindor, please.
I need a dinger.
Yo, a grand slam would be fucking great right about now, Lindor, since you've been selling us this entire series.
Oh, man.
You're supposed to be the man.
All the WIP, all the Philly radio stations, including our Gambler, they were all saying like, oh, it's not as dangerous in Citi Field. It's like, yeah, man, like the average income's a little bit higher than Philly. Like, no offense, Philly. They're not trying to murder people. Like, what do you think? That's a normal fan base where you just murder people? Like, oh, it felt too nice. Like, yeah, we have Grimace. We sing I Got Sunshine. Like, that's our song.
That's a weird brag when you're like, oh God, the opposing team seems so like their fan base seems so welcoming. That's
right.
That's a weird brag.
Yeah.
I was happy with how it came across on the stream and stuff. And, it was electric for sure. Watching San Diego after that, like I felt like it was chaos, but like that's revved up. Their emotions are sky high right now. They're fighting each other, right? So,
they're always.
Yeah, I've been okay with the crowd. I'm not mad at it. I think it's respectful, and they definitely not as many. I mean, obviously our camera people are better. They're finding the Philly fans, but there's not that many in there, and the ones that are like their version of J-Mac or the cowbell man. Like you see the painted face Philly sports guy, people like that. It's not, it's not like they have a whole section of 400 fans that are screaming.
The Mets have had bases loaded 3 times this game and have 0 runs to show for it. So,
that's the story of the
fuck
game.
Those Philly fans. Fuck those fans in the stands. Fuck Philadelphia. Fuck that umpire that called that strike when Alvarez barely. His circumference is lower than everybody, so his check swings are going to look different because he's like 4'8". So of course it looks like he swung, but he's like half a man.
I'm definitely going to have to go to the doctors after this series because my stomach has been in knots. I probably have like some kind of ulcer. My head hurts. My heart hurts. I don't know.
You shit your pants, everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Carlos Estevez. He's the only pitcher to have a 1-2-3
A 1-2-3.
All right, here we go. This is the stealing home thing I was talking about. Yo, right there.
Hollywood. Yo, Hank's got that swag on. You see his jacket? It's like a vintage New York Giant jacket.
Oh, that shit custom. That's Simpsons money right there. Simpsons money paid for that.
Moe's Tavern. Actually.
Oh, no.
The older I get and I rewatch Simpsons, the more I see, like, damn, Moe's life was actually pretty depressing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, had to deal with all that shit.
Moe's Tavern, Moe speaking.
Oh, my.
There's the Moe Tavern phone now.
Mike Powers
See,
is
right
the boy
there-
who grew up.
I get that it was 100
love it.
miles per hour, but you lean into that pitch to get on base because we're bases loaded.
Score the run.
Sacrifice your face so we can score a point.
Oh! 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 Whoa! Germ, you called it again, baby! Grand
so good at
slam!
I'm so good at
Lindor!
this.
Linsanity lives! Woo!
I am always
My
known.
God!
So I went from being 20 seconds ahead of you to like 5 seconds behind you. So I'm glad you spoiled that
Yeah.
for me. But the fact that I called it again is I need to do these streams more often because every time I get on here, I predict the future. This is nice.
Me trying to find out if Mike had a heart attack or if he's frozen right now. I haven't seen
No,
him
he's
move in
shocked
like
and
30
all.
seconds.
See, this is what
now.
I'm talking about.
It's unreal. I am speechless right now.
See, that's
Oh
what I'm
my
talking about.
God. Now I'm convinced there was accidents on 95 just trying to stop me from getting here, guys. The fact that I would just spend 2 hours in the car.
So this is now, Bird. Now you called it.
Yeah.
Whoever wins basically this like 6th, 7th inning kind of stretch, starting the home stretch of this game, whoever has the momentum is probably going to win this game. I think I call that momentum, bro.
I would
momentum.
100%. Yeah.
And you definitely said that. You said, yo, whoever has the momentum in the 6th inning or so is probably going to win the game. And look at that. Right on.
All they
cue.
have to do is just keep it to the one, right? Stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mike Hughes.
But
might
here,
be
so
out.
here's the thing. Here's the trick for the pitchers too. Also put the ball in play, right? You start getting cute trying to strike people out, you're going to give up something. Let
Yeah,
your
let's
fielders
not
trust your
put
field.
Diaz in the 7th or
Right.
8th. Like,
Give up some hits. That's cool, but like just play the field, right? Like don't, But
The
they're
only
going to play.
yeah, and here's the guy that's gonna come. Oh, man, just launched it, dude. The long swing right in the zone. The problem with after hitting grand slam, it feels like a whole new inning. So like, because there's now no more momentum on the bases. But I mean, good problem to have, right?
Well, also, and that's the two-sided coin of a grand slam or a situation like this where your senses are so hyped up because now you're playing from behind. It's a playoff game, but now you have wiggle room, so you feel like you can relax a little bit. Hopefully, they don't get too relaxed.
No, they can't. They just woke
can't.
up.
Yeah, this honestly, the onslaught could come because that's what happened in the last game. A couple runs, they were chipping away. Next thing you know, they got seven second career postseason grand slam for Francisco Lindor. Look at that shit.
All right, guys. I got a hockey game and baseball to watch, so
right.
I'm gonna be 3 screens
Yo.
in. But
All right, Bert. Thanks for
Yo,
hanging
the
out with us.
funniest thing is like Corey's like 5 minutes away and Bert's leaving.
That's a lot.
if Mike Hughes closes his eyes when he opens them again, the same person's gonna be there.
So long, Corey Burt.
There will never
I love
be a
you all.
time
Be
where
good.
he's easier.
I'll text
Love you, bro.
Yeah.
Later.
Love you, buddy.
That's fucking great. That's hilarious.
It's not my fault. I was told. I was told it was
God,
Corey.
that's funny. God, that's funny. Oop, nope, not that one. Not that one. I gotta fix this one now.
Every now and then, Germ has to remind me how handsome I am.
Hey, bud, it happened. It's not the first time. Like the people that worked at the radio station thought Bert and Corey were the same people too.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they were like,
dude, I
yo,
couldn't imagine.
they're doing all these shows together. Like they thought Corey was doing Divide and stuff about sports.
Yeah, he said you need to. I was told I need to work harder than Corey. And I was like, I beg your pardon.
Yep, there you go. Abdul, that's right, bud. Results. That's what happens. Big swing in Francisco Lindor. Got it done for everybody.
I am no longer
Oh my God.
in curse watch. Yesterday we got the dub. So far so good right now.
They made an
Tico?
oh my god postseason shirt. I wonder if J Mac gets any credit for that.
You would have to.
No, he would not if he did not trademark
Because the logo already was created.
Yeah.
He
Was
just
it
turned
his
it.
logo though?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that's what I
could've
mean. It
just-
wasn't his
yeah.
logo. It was like it was different
no.
colors too. It was like purple.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
No, he would not. No. 'cause it's
Yeah,
not
that's
his
some
logo.
bullshit. They could have definitely threw him some coin. That's crazy.
I mean, the Philly captain got a Netflix movie. I'm pretty sure J Mac's gonna get something out of this,
dude,
and he deserves
I'm
it.
so excited for that movie.
Really? It's so funny because
Yeah,
like
I'm excited.
I'm not surprised because he works his butt off, the captain. And when I got injured on the job, I was pedigreed onto a wood floor. He actually said a lot of nice stuff while I was concussed. So and he's been my guy. He takes care of Peyton. He's annoying. He's a Delco version of Gilbert Gottfried. He's like, here we are. It's
I
very
love that.
annoying, but
That's why
he's a
I'm
good
excited
dude.
for it though, because like I only ever get to see like I guess his actual like visual because it's his videos, you know, while he's doing it. But like now that there's like a whole documentary, you kind of get to see like the world he's in and like how he goes about it and like just like the environment. Because again, like all you ever see is through his phone, you know. So like to see it from a different angle, like there'll be
I'm
visuals
curious
of
to
him
see-
talking.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much of it surrounds him, you know,
Yeah.
and not just the messaging. I don't know if you saw Cassiano's mention that he was supposed to have an ESPN like 30 for 30 type thing.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't.
and they
do it.
wouldn't. Well, they wouldn't give him the final approval, and he just
to
didn't
make it
want
how he
them.
wanted it, right?
Yeah, they didn't want them to get He didn't want to get misquoted talking about these tragedies or something, and
Which just makes sense.
I don't blame him. That could have ruined his image. So
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, it just didn't work out. They're like, nope, you sign over your rights. We approve everything. You know, because think about it, the whole Vince McMahon thing. Isn't that crazy? The craziest thing.
He was sexually like
No,
unless they were
no.
Yeah.
Imagine if we didn't know that and that came out. How like
Oh yeah.
yeah, but also like the fact that they're putting a hit piece out on the guy who's they're about to have the show he created on their network. It's just so funny.
Yeah, but that's more. See, this is like that's investors talk, right?
Dang,
like it's like
that
he's
was
not
a
here
message statement.
There it is.
Vientos, man. There was this year started with such a question mark between him and Brett Beatty, and like Beatty is now a trade piece. I mean, honestly, which is nice to have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy to send him to the Yankees so we can get this Juan Soto sign and trade.
That's not,
I don't know if they do sign and trades in baseball, but
no, that doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
You can extend somebody. Let me get Corey a beer. He's on his way.
Man.
The curse is over. I was like, I literally got in my car when he went up, and I was like, oh man, it would have been great. But I'm glad. Thank you, Bruce. Actually, you want to come pick out?
There we go.
So my buddy left. He's got all this crazy stuff in here.
All right, Mike Hughes. When Corey sits down, I want you to take a note that yes, they are twins. They look nothing alike. See?
Yo, he thought the whole time Bert was you.
That's literally Bert.
Mikey Hughes thought the entire time that you
Oh
were
yeah,
Bert.
now he does. Yeah.
And he even goes, what did you call him? What's up, handsome Bert? Like, and he's like, hey, buddy. Like, we
Yeah.
thought you were being nice. Like,
Nope,
Just
not at
calling
all.
him handsome.
Where's Bert?
I heard you were coming and left.
He
He's
said-
like, I got to
he said
bounce. The
hockey,
Rangers
yeah,
on one
something
TV.
Yeah, he wanted to watch the
The
Rangers
Yankees.
and the Yankees, and he wanted his other screen back, so he dipped
He
off.
wanted to go jerk off, is what he wanted to go do.
I believe him. I'm with it.
Understandably so.
I should be doing that right now, but you know.
Matter of fact, No.
Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Whatever.
Yeah. Tiffany Towers. Right on cue.
Oh, man, you guys.
This is unreal.
What a game, I tell you.
Are the Yankees having such luck, or?
Game just started, bro.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Let's take a look. Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. So, wait, who is it? Peterson? Come on, dog.
Adrian?
Put the ball in play. Adrian Peterson's, I think he's going to do the Le'Veon Bell box for money thing.
Hey, yo, hide your
Oh, double play. Let's go. We are 6
God.
outs away, ladies and gentlemen. 6 outs away.
Oh, look at this. Sevy's got the towel.
Yeah. He's wearing both gloves. That's sick. That's sick behavior. And they're black. Funeral music. Turn it on. Look at our moods. Look how well our moods are. We were stressed out literally up until about 10 minutes ago. Not even.
I mean, they stranded like a dozen.
9. They had
base runners.
stranded
Come on,
9.
ducks on the pond, steaks on the grill. You just
Yeah.
can't have it happen.
You can't load the bases like 6 times and then not get burned. Like it was starting to get stressful. I was worried. I was like, oh no, here we go again. We got the bases loaded. Like, who says that?
It literally felt like
have-
a Cubs game. Like that's
to have bases loaded three times in the game and not have one run, and then have the other team only have one hit, and have a run is nuts.
welcome to Wrigley Field, Jerm.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys got 100 years of losing. Like, you're used to it.
I'm gonna take a timeout because I ran down here. I didn't even use the bathroom.
Well, go pee, man. Just pee right here.
Yeah. Don't you have the little drains in the side of your wall that goes outside?
That's true. He does. Just lift up the cover and just go, man.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna see.
It's your basement. You do whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah. Man, hell yeah.
No judgment
The
here.
neighbors outside are like, just arrest this man.
His
Is that Mike Powers?
his
from
weird
Idaho?
Korean neighbor. I don't even think he lives like too far away. All his neighbors are far away. Mike could build like a whole fucking compound in his yard.
Dude, you can fit a whole house in between his neighbor and his house. He's got a lot of property, which is great. Unlike my neighborhood where I can like put my hand out my kitchen window and touch the siding of the guy next to me.
Yeah, or you can live in a townhouse like me,
Dude,
and I have
you know
to
what's
park
crazy?
perpendicular to my neighbor because he keeps parking in my parking space, and I don't.
Are they
like it.
numbered?
No, because they're still doing construction, so they're not going to pave and paint lines yet. But I'm like, dog, it's common sense. I live on an end unit. So,
Right.
and if you count the number of cars as opposed to the doors, everybody gets 2 spaces. So
Yeah.
if I start all the way in the end, these first 2 spaces are mine. Second off, you live across the street. You have 3 roommates. Each of you have a car. There's 4 cars to your house. Why are you parking on my side of the street when we have a whole side road that everybody can park on? So I pull up right, so he's parked this way. I park like this. And I sit there all day and I make him knock on my door to move my car. And me and him got into it. So then he called the cops on me. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I work for the township. All the cops know me by first name. They showed up. I'm giving them daps and high fives or laughing. He ran back inside the house. And he's
That's
never
great.
parked in my parking space since.
Dude, good.
What an idiot.
Jerk off.
And I'm like, listen, dog, I understand that there's no assigned quote unquote assigned parking, but this is not an apartment complex. Like,
No.
you know, in the townhomes that have
There
driveways.
we go. That one's fair,
See?
right, big guy?
Plus, not to mention,
Oh,
Jeremy,
don't
you're
get-
like
don't
a
pull a
grown
hand
man,
in
dude. This
Pete.
isn't
Right.
teenage
Yeah, we're not.
stuff.
Well, he's young too. That's the thing. Like, he's like 20, you know,
Oh, no.
and so he's like, you know,
What a
it's just one of
dickhead.
those things. Look at this guy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Pour it on. The momentum is. I think Philly's deflated now.
That was just a good hit ball, man.
Yeah, perfect.
That was just a good hit ball.
Yeah, he wasn't scared to call that one fair. That last one, he was adamant that thing was foul, Mike. He was like, he did like a hop, jump, skip.
He
was
was,
like,
yeah,
foul.
he was way too excited, bro. He was like, it was like his moment. Like, and I get it. The crowd was electric. Like, you know, like he did a kung fu style foul
I
ball
loved
call.
it. I loved it. I wish
That's a
they'd all
big
be
spot,
that
though. You have to
animated.
call that right. or
Oh,
else-
pass ball, Pete.
Yep. Come on, Pete. Slow Pete.
Pass ball number 4 in like the last 2 innings.
Yeah.
JT's having a day.
Every time I see JT Realmuto, I think about that time the one pitcher was running
The
out.
fat guy running. Yeah. Oh,
and he
what was
just shook his
name,
head. They
Mike?
caught him shaking his head. Every time I see him, I think about that. It makes me laugh.
That's so great. If you're tuning in, comment whether you're rooting on the Mets or the Phils right now. But if you're not watching, I'd like you to know that it's 4-1 right now, courtesy of your Metropolitans.
Yeah. Heading to the NLCS.
Nobody out. Pete's on
face.
third. Iglesias is 0 for 3. He needs his oh my god moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take a sac fly just to add another point for some wiggle room. But you see how hard he's swinging? He's trying to knock it out instead of just putting the ball in play, which is what all they should be doing
walked him.
right now.
Nice.
Wow.
No.
They didn't want it.
Please
They
don't
didn't want
load the bases. We're only 1 for 6 with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
Bases
Yeah.
loaded, no outs, by the way.
Yeah.
1 for 6 with bases loaded with no outs.
Or at least one
one-
out in the
yeah.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time was 1 out, but still, like the laws of probability aren't in our favor here.
That's great.
And
I
that
was
slow-ass
I was
Pete
driving.
Alonso.
How far did that Lindor
Bro.
salami go?
Into the bullpen.
Nice.
You know,
Did he hang a slider?
deep. Yeah, deep. He cranked it too, man. It was such a solid swing. Right in the zone. It looked like batting practice. Like it was
it was one of
nuts.
those that it looked slow motion, so you knew he was going to hit it. It just everything about it was perfect.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. JD needs to do something.
$36-year-old JD Martinez. Look at him. He reminds me of the Ben Affleck meme of him smoking with his eyes closed against the brick wall.
I mean, he's the one that said he likes to go deep into the postseason when he signed, and another team gave him side eye. That team did not make it to the playoffs, and this team did. Yeah.
That was Francisco Lindor's second postseason Grand Slam, tied with Shane Victorino and Jim Tomei for most ever in the playoffs.
Wow. Yeah, he said he learned because that other one was in Cleveland, right? Grand Slam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he pimped it. He learned a lot from that. He's been very more grounded and kind of Kobe-esque, for sure. Ground ball.
That New York media humbles you.
A little bit. I
when you
think
don't-
also maturity does too, right?
Yeah, and you know when you
Losing the World Series to the Chicago fucking Cubs. You know that happens. It happens.
shout out. That's why Lindor will always be a legend to
Cassie
me.
doing showing the necklace to the camera.
I'm
I
telling
still
you, man,
got
they
money.
all look shook. They all look scared. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, like their hope was killed with that Grand Slam. You could see the
These
like
cameras find him. They
Look at
find him. It's hilarious.
Dude, was that what's his name? Pete something, a comic?
I don't know.
One
Is
that
it?
does the
Look at this guy.
Batman
Oh,
and all that.
yeah.
That looked like him.
Kind of looked like him.
That fucking
He looked
was
like
trying to
every
find the distance for Corey.
CP
Yeah.
Philly
Can't
fan
find it.
ever. Though.
damn. Sorry, Corey. I tried to find the distance for you, but I can't find it.
You're good, man. I was just curious.
JD's frozen.
Man.
They have swung out of so many the pitches out of the strike zone. It's ridiculous, and a lot of it was Rangers' slider curveball was insane. A ton of movement.
Yeah,
According to
Suarez
the
was
audio.
throwing a lot of curveballs down and in, and they were chasing them every time.
Marte has had a good amount of. He's seen a good amount of pitches each
Yeah.
of his at bats. Man, he's been really, really smart.
Well, that was a theme too. They went from being really aggressive to like really patient, waiting on a specific pitch.
Yeah, they slowed the game down to their advantage for sure. It felt like it was going 1 through 5. Well, I mean, there was a lot of. Never mind. Yeah, that's not true either. First 2 innings felt like they went for an hour,
Yeah.
which I guess was good because I wouldn't even
Oof.
made it onto this watch party if it was quicker.
Yeah, for real. Accident or the usual?
Everything, dude.
Yeah.
And it was annoying too because I was side by side with a cop for 40 minutes going through it. It was just a mess. And yeah, I stopped sending you updates, but it was like they tacked on another 20 minutes.
Yeah, I
onto it.
figured that I would just get the text, and luckily, man, I just finished
Yeah.
bath time, and I told my wife I'm going.
It worked out good, especially when Jerem was like, wait, we're going to do this for 6 hours? He's like, that's a work shift.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that a Mickey Mouse necklace that Marte would
It is. Yep. Oh.
Well,
Oof, I did it
back to
again.
the clubhouse, buddy.
Yeah.
Back to run around third, nobody out.
Mickey Mouse your ass right back to the dugout,
That's
pal. Jeez.
Man, it's where all the kids get your gloves. There's 2 outs. Get ready.
Man, we're going to strain these two. I can feel it.
This would be a huge base hit. Nope.
Underneath it.
No. You see the score?
Oh.
Yeah.
Me back.
Me back. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hey, you know what, though? It's cool. 6 outs. Let's get it and move on. Get these bums out of here. Hi, Peyton.
Hello.
Where were you?
Me, I was at a party.
A party?
Oh.
Yeah,
On a Wednesday?
Going away party. They're the ones that gave us the liquor. Actually,
Oh, all right. They're all right. They're good people.
The Todds.
They're
you
good people.
Moving to
We
Florida.
weren't at their house though.
Whatever's left there.
You were at their house?
Yeah. I
Was it
wasn't
empty?
No, I wasn't at their house.
Oh, okay.
I was at another person's house because their house was all packed.
That makes sense because they're moving.
Was it the house with the goats?
You know people with goats?
Oh yeah, that
What's that house?
No, but they don't. That,
They
the
didn't.
ghosts-
They didn't bring the goats out.
No, they don't. Those aren't their ghosts.
Oh, okay.
Whose
Oh,
goats
neighbor's
are they?
goat.
Did they
They're
steal the goats?
No.
Oh.
No, they're the farm next to them. Their friends' farmhouse. And they like get them to like for
Yeah, but-
parties.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
no, it was awful. It peed on a bunch of the kids. Like it was
Yeah, it's
terrible.
a goat.
it
Surprised it
peed
didn't
on
eat a
Meadow.
kid.
Yeah, it did.
It
Yeah,
peed
that's,
on
that
Meadow,
sounds
that's
awful.
it. But she was like, "Oh my god!" She was like kind of happy though.
I'm kind of happy right now. Lindor hit a grand slam.
Yeah, we're back.
Abra and Pete Alonso hit a double.
And guess who's sitting behind home plate? The guy who does the voice for Mel. Homer Simpson.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you. That's why I brought
Hank?
this out.
Hank's
Hank
behind home?
Azaria. Yeah.
Wait,
Sitting
how
with
much I want?
Alex Cohen.
Do you even know how to work that thing?
Yeah, it's mine.
I'm just saying. It's a relic. You made
She doesn't know what it is.
Yes, I do.
What is
What?
it? What is it?
It smells the telephone from most tablets.
It is a telephone. You're right. I thought I'd get you on that one.
No, because I watched The Simpsons.
Oh.
Well, and schools have telephones, right? Don't. Yeah.
I don't think so.
guess.
Yeah, my kid's school has a telephone because anytime I call, like I go up there to pick up EJ or Bonnie, a little secretary like dials a phone number and she's like,
Yo.
"Yeah, can you go pick up?
wrong setting?
EJ's here to get picked up," and then just let him walk to the office.
I don't think I've ever seen a school secretary that doesn't like terrify me. Like they're always like the meanest, most intimidating women I've ever met in my life.
You know why? They deal with a million stupid questions
yeah,
every day. They
For
just hire
sure,
with,
for
like-
sure. Or Jeremy's tummy hurts for the 30th time this month and he has to go home early.
More.
Yo, we had to go. So when we had this rain and everything flooded and they canceled school for a week, talking about some remote learning, and then they were like, "Well, we're not going to do remote learning. We're just going to send them home a Chromebook and like this packet of shit you want us to do."
Yeah.
So I get there, and I guess this dad was waiting to talk to one of the teachers about something, and me and Ashley are there, and it's like 12:35, something like that. And the guy's like, "Well, the teacher said she'd be here," and the lady goes, "Yeah, I mean, it's 12:30. She's out to lunch." And he goes, "Oh yeah, because we're the ones inconveniencing y'all. Just give me the damn Chromebook." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yo, cut him a break, man. They didn't close down the school."
Yeah,
He was
seriously.
so mad. He
You
was like,
see-
"Oh, now I got to take off a week of work, and I got to do this." I was like, "Damn." He was letting them have it.
I
was
never
like,
had
"Poor
to deal with
teachers."
that.
He's right
I
about
graduated
the
3
booking
years before COVID, so
Hank.
I did have a teacher message me on Facebook, and he's like, "Every day I think of you, and I'm just so happy that you're
there.
not in my class because I know
First
you
person.
would just turn your
Yep,
camera
he's
off
clapping.
and you'd be outside."
That's hilarious.
I'm like, dude, for sure. If we had that remote learning shit, oh my gosh, we
Yeah,
would
man,
be.
dude. They need this place needs to be on their feet
Wow.
every single pitch. There it is.
The Mexican.
Yep.
That was happening.
I just
God, how the
blacked
hell
out.
this happened?
It's just
Hey.
blacked out.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Y'all
We're
just-
probably
he's-
behind. Turner's walking away. They're showing
Yeah,
the
he
replay.
struck him out. Oh, y'all missed it for real? Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
it literally he
It
swung and it just went black.
Yeah.
The
It
way
was
the way
hilarious.
Mike and Corey turned left, like in sync, was like the best
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I didn't know what happened. It
His
went
head.
black because he swung so hard he
They're
was about to
5
fall,
outs
he was about to
away.
fall over.
Did I tell you? So I got golf lessons, and the guy, it only took. He got me twice. He made me do the Bryce Harper before he gets into the box thing. Like, put your feet together, do this.
Yep.
And once I
Let's
realized
go.
what he was doing, we were 4 outs away.
My
4 outs away. Comment.
my assistant principal on Monday, I was walking by. I'm like, "Good morning." He was like, "Bryce Harper." I was like, "Please don't do that." He's like, "You probably get that all the time." I'm like, "A lot more than I'd actually want to get that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
thanks." He's like, "No, put on a hat and be in for Halloween." And I was like, "No."
You know what? That means you got to shave the beard, Corey.
What's that?
You said you're going to have to shave the beard.
Oh man, I might have to.
Oh, no.
All stash.
All right.
Wait, you made
Oh,
that?
you would look so good with like a big, thick mustache.
You think so?
I'll tell
Yeah.
you
It
what.
would
Cat-
it would
Yeah,
definitely
you
help
should.
me.
Don't do it. Don't.
Like a big
I think you
handlebar, 70s.
Yeah, like midway between the bottom lip and your chin, like just cuts off right
Yeah.
there. You would. I think you would look real good with
You
that.
might be onto something.
I'm
I'll
never,
say
I
dude.
don't think your daughter would like it.
What is that water?
Well, she
he's
can't talk
drinking?
yet, so joke's on her. I don't care.
Excuse me.
I'm kidding. She could talk. She knows like
the f-
8 words.
Yeah, the first time I shaved my head, Peyton was a toddler. She heard my voice. She started running towards me, and then instantly was like that meme where they start packing up. Like, it was hilarious.
Other, who are you?
Yeah, I miss my hair sometimes, but I like being bald.
Who are you? You're not my phone.
I look at old pictures and I'm like, man, I miss my beard. That's the one thing I miss. I wish I had a chance to be bald with a beard.
You could
Think I
be
would've-
stash germ though on the fire department, can't you?
I can. The problem is I can't get past, because I'm part Korean, my ugly mustache phase. I look like I look bad. Like it
Sometimes
looks bad.
sometimes you got to sacrifice a few weeks though, you know.
Well, so honestly, what I need to do is next time I go on vacation, plan it where I don't shave my beard, and then let everything grow, and then when it's time to go back to work, because if I start with like right now, if I just
Yeah.
cut it off and start the mustache, I'm not going to make it a week. or
Right.
else it's
You could
gonna
go
look
on
too bad.
furlough for a bit and then figure it out, you know. like-
Yeah.
So right there, at least they're getting to him.
This guy cannot be the guy, just so you know.
Alec Bohm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to hit into this double play real fast. Well, not a double
Don't
play.
even
he's
need it.
got
We
two
just need
outs.
one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep taking those, buddy.
Widen that strike zone, Blue.
Yeah,
Widen it
oh,
up.
man,
we gotta
the
go home
panic
early.
has set in.
Oh, yeah. He got a text from the wife like, hey, I'm wearing that red lace thing you like. He's like, yep, strike. Hey, that's a strike two. Strike three. Get me home.
Oh,
Are you going to be able to walk into work tomorrow if this comes to
I'm
fruition?
working from home.
Yeah, smart move. Smart guy.
wise man. Either way, it
Foul
goes,
ball,
wise
foul
man.
ball. It happened to them now. He was way less dramatic about it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh!
hurt.
Oh!
Throw him out. Look, first base coach saved
Oh, you
Alec Bohm.
can't challenge a fair or foul ball.
You can't or you can?
It bounced. Oh, it's a foul ball, dude. Come on. So what? They're mad he didn't make a nonchalant call? Like that he made a nonchalant call? So
Yeah, I'm confused on what he's confused about.
yeah, I think he just didn't like that he just went like with one finger, whereas the other guy did the karate chop.
Oh, yeah. Didn't make it obvious.
Yeah. And Bohm's pressing, man. He's trying to
No,
win the
it's
game
desperation
with one
time for them.
swing.
It's desperation time for them for sure.
Of course. They're looking for something.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would've been
That looked foul. That looked pretty foul to me, but I'm biased, so don't listen to me.
up the middle. Lindor. Woo!
your ass out
We are
here.
3 outs away.
Well,
Oh my God.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah.
If they win,
this is amazing.
on your head, don't I?
Yes, you do.
What's the bet?
If they don't win, I don't get to rhinestone his head. But if he does win, I get to rhinestone his head.
Rhinestone his head?
Yeah, I saw this
Ah.
I want to do that
On a
too.
weekend, though. On a weekend.
Oh yeah.
It would
Business
be
decision.
tomorrow.
Business decision.
Friday night.
Wait, no, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Right.
So it would be Friday night, and then he would go to sleep in it.
Are they gonna be Mets colors, Peyton? If you do,
I have a good idea. So my idea is gonna be
Yankees what? 1-0 right now.
There we go.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna do rainbow colors because and then I'm gonna write ET in Mets colors.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, he might start a trend.
They were down.
Right here,
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna write, oh my
The Mets were down 1-0. She looks at me. She's like, "Hey, if they win this whole series, can I put rhinestones on your head?"
Not the whole series. This game.
This series, yeah, the NLDS, yeah.
No,
This round, the 5 games, yeah, the best of 5. And I said yes because I'm a good daddy, and also I believe in. I always lose bets, so I wouldn't.
For sure. So, Jerm, I got something cooking.
What up?
Earlier today, I said, hey, Francisco Lindor, anytime home run, and Shohei Ohtani, first appearance at the plate, home run. I put $25 down. The payout's $1,500. All I need is in his first at bat for Ohtani to go yard. I think there's a shot.
First
I
at
don't know,
bat.
man.
First at
There
bat.
might be. He struggled. Was it last night or
They-
2 nights ago?
He
Yeah.
struggled the last couple of nights. He's been.
Yeah,
he went 0
they
for
need
4
a
with 2
statement
Ks.
game from their Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
I could see that happening, but
Especially, it's a bullpen day for the Dodgers. Which, by the way, shout out Dave Roberts for in an elimination game said, bullpen day. That's fine. Yeah, we don't need a starting pitcher. Don't worry about it. I'm like,
So
dude,
funny.
what are you doing? Like, at any point in time, you could have convinced me of a bullpen day. Maybe game 1, maybe game 2.
Right.
It's a fucking elimination game. What
especially
are
the
we
amount of
doing?
money they spent, and they still have to have a bullpen game in the playoffs.
Yeah. Or imagine, hey, we don't have a starter for today. We have to have a bullpen game. And you look at the $700 million pitcher just hanging out because his elbow hurts still. And you're just like, okay, yeah, don't worry. We'll do a bullpen. I would, Shohei, get out there right now. Don't be a baby.
It's also I know I said this on a couple of the other lives, but it's remarkable how these Mets just keep getting healthier during the postseason.
Oh, dude.
Senga.
right.
Now we're talking about McNeil.
Yeah.
Now McNeil could stay wherever he's.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to mess up the chemistry. I really don't.
65-40 record since June 1st. Since
That's
Grimace.
nuts.
If the
Coming
Mets
back
go to
from
the
LA.
ship, does McNeil sit the entire time, would you
That's
say?
not nice. You
It-
can't
no,
shove that
if-
in my
if-
face,
if-
man.
If they make the World Series, they'll give McNeil a burn. They'll give him a game, 1,000%.
I think so, right? I think so.
They shouldn't, but they
It
will.
would be hard to justify playing him every single day, but I think they would.
They'll get him in there somewhere, 100%.
This place is gonna go nuts when Diaz shows up.
Oh, dude, just to
I hope
hear
Fox
the
is smart enough
trumpet.
to leave it here.
Let's see what the old YouTube TV says.
That stranding Pete on third is huge, though. Changes the whole.
This game is on FS1, which sucks. Well, not really. Not for FS1, I guess, but. What the hell's FS1?
Oops. Yo.
See, the problem is baseball's like media rights are all over the place, so they don't have like an inside the NBA. Well, I guess inside the NBA doesn't have that anymore either. But
Oh,
Shout out inside the NBA.
Just late. Just late with it.
it's a 94-mile-an-hour hanger.
Come out.
That's what I really like about Pete. Like, he's using that outside of the plate now. He didn't use that all year. He found it. So what a time to find it and go Oppo Taco a bunch of times.
so FS1 says MLB pregame for the Dodgers Padres is on immediately after this game. So I'm sure they'll talk about it a little bit, but
No, they're not even going to show, like,
yeah,
the final out.
they'll cut right to the pregame show. That would be nuts.
Back to you in the studio so we could get A-Rod's predictions. No offense, A-Rod.
Love A-Rod.
Look at this. Yankees and
some
Royals are on
Presidente.
on the Telemundo channel. Two Americas. It's crazy. Yankees get all the special treatment.
I saw A-Rod talking to Pete Alonso in post game, like trying to like relate with him about like how like just New Yorkers in general will just like traumatize you if you're not playing well. And I was just kind of like, I'm sitting there with my little violin, and I'm like, I'm like, who gives a fuck? Show up, bro.
Alex Rodriguez knows what J-Lo's, never mind. Hate is there. No, never mind.
Proud of you, Germ. Hey, Germ, take a second. I'm proud of you, brother.
Oh,
Thank you.
That was
man. He is
that was
seeing
a
the
big
ball
move
well.
by
Nice
Germ right
catch.
there. Shout out Germ Edwards, man.
Coned it.
Just check out stuff.
You like how I
about
cleaned
sports.
that up, right, Mike Hughes? I
like
almost
it.
did
I'm
it.
proud of you. I'm proud of
did
you.
it.
That's like
Being
a little.
mature.
That's character development, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you fix the home run apple? It's bad juju. We were losing the last time it fell.
My bad, bro.
Sorry.
That was Ty.
Don't, dude. It's on you now. It is. I will murder you.
What?
Well done, Corey. Well done.
Put it the right way.
It's
Which
upside
way,
down, bud.
dude?
Bottom. The
Can you read
hackle's
what
on
that
the
says?
bottom.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was like wearing like a top hat, you know?
It's
Man,
inappropriate.
Corey's good, man. He's so good. Excellent work by him.
Shouldn't let you touch it.
Well, you asked me to. I mean, they were losing since Peyton was down here too. Maybe your kid's the bad luck.
No. I'm saying when I got home, it was on the ground, and I picked it up. And put it,
Oh.
yeah, that's.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, they've been winning, so I don't want it to.
Oh man. I think if they don't win tonight, we just set the whole basement on fire.
Just
All right,
end
here we
it.
go. Three
Just
more
like
outs, y'all. This
start-
is all we
start
need.
from
3
scratch.
outs.
Understandable.
Let's finish
so.
this thing off.
Just build a
Are
new
they
one.
going to
in
show
your
it? Are
life.
they going to show it, or are they idiots?
They're cutting away.
They're cutting away right now.
They're
Look at
cutting
this.
away. Yep.
God damn it. I have to stand up. Actually, I'm going to use that.
You got to watch this game on SNY or whatever other channel you got.
It's not. I don't think it's on us. I think it's exclusively on FS1.
Oh, they're smart, man. They're getting us. They're getting all of us. These media rights. ESPN, so during this NFL Sunday Ticket, when everybody thought that Sunday Ticket was going to go away because of the lawsuit, ESPN had a plan through ESPN Plus where you could just buy your team
Yeah.
and just watch those games.
Really?
Yeah, and NFL was like, nah. So as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, they're going to fix this Sunday Ticket thing. Because why would you not want to do that? Because they
Right.
were going to offer like a regular package, but then if you just wanted to pay less, so they were going to offer a full package like Sunday Ticket and call it whatever they were going to call it, but then they were going to offer, well, if you just want to buy your team, then you can just have that.
Right.
I would.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So NFL is like, nah, we want everybody to have the more expensive thing. We don't want them to pay cheaper just for their team. I was like, that sucks.
Yeah. Germ, I got you here. I wanted to ask you, I was going to text you about your opinion on it. Mike and I were talking about it yesterday. Douchebags of America this week, Manny Machado throwing a ball at his former manager. I liked it. I felt like it was kind of like when Kobe ran through Paul Gasol when he was on Team USA. I thought it was kind of like a mental thing. What did you think about it?
No,
We've
they didn't
talked
do
about
anything.
this a
Yeah,
lot
we're talking
on
about
this
Manny
on this
throwing the
podcast
ball
network.
at his old manager. I wouldn't even throw it. It wasn't even a throw to me. It was like a.
It was like a little, you know.
Yeah,
it was like a
kicked
little,
into
want
the
to throw
dugout.
some
You're
things
just
at their
like,
old managers.
Showmanship.
I liked it. I loved it, bro. I thought it was a way to get in their head. If you take it that way, you take it that way. You're a grown ass man.
I didn't think
just
anything
rolled
of
the
it.
ball
I
to
was
you.
just like, oh, okay.
I didn't either.
I
But
think-
if that was the intent to get into his head, I think it was valid.
We've talked about this before on like our podcast, like in terms of what the average viewing age of baseball is, like 50 years old. That's the type of stuff that people like and tune in for, like that showmanship. That's why
Yeah.
Bryce Harper, even though he's not as good as Mike Trout, people like watching Bryce Harper because has charisma. He's interesting to watch. So when you have these things that people relate to, that's why I love celebrations. I love bat flips. All that's the same to me. You hit a grand slam and you fucking spike the bat down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you get all these old baseball people that are like, "Oh, you can't disrespect the game like that." And I hate that. I'm like, disrespect the game. He's hyped. He hit a grand slam, and the pitcher's been trying to hit him in the head.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. So yeah, as long as he obviously wasn't trying to hurt him, so as long as it's
Exactly.
just showmanship, and it
Yeah.
adds to it because now there's a personal connection to it. So it just adds to like the story of the game. I love stuff like that. So you'll never say that I'm always going to be, as long as you're not doing anything crazy or trying to hurt somebody.
Right.
Like, I don't like pitchers throwing the ball at people. If the batter can't run up to you with the bat and hit you with the bat, then the pitcher shouldn't be allowed to hit people with the ball.
And case in point, what you said, Bryce Harper's the type of guy that runs at you. You know what I mean? Bryce Harper charges the mound, and that's the stuff.
And I'm cool with that.
For.
If you're gonna throw the ball at somebody, don't be scared.
99 miles an hour.
Oh, give him that pitch, dude.
For sure. I'm with it. I liked it a lot. And granted, that ball probably didn't even travel 5 miles per hour. So, like, don't act like you got a boo-boo now. You know what I mean? So, I digged it. I think Mike and I kind of agreed where it was kind of like it's pretty genius, especially when you're trying to get into the minds of your former teammates. Kind of like we said, like Kobe and Paul Gasol in Team USA. Like, that was sick. That was disgusting what happened there. So,
I'm not
little
cracking
things
it
like
until
that.
they're cracking one.
Sheesh.
Come on, Diaz. Like, we don't need the heart attack.
Yeah, he's not. I think the moment's getting to him. Like, why are you being cute? Just put the ball in play, bro. Like, that's your job. Finish the game. 3 outs. That's all we need. But to answer your question, I like stuff like that. I any type of showmanship, as long as it's respectful and nobody gets hurt.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Bat flipping. I'm down for bat flipping, bat spiking, clapping, pointing. I love it all.
That's why, like, Wilson Contreras came back to Chicago after he signed with the St. Louis Cardinals, and everybody was like, "Fuck him!" And I was like, "Nah, dude, come in here and be a villain. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's a story."
Leadoff walks kill, man. It's.
He did it on purpose, man. He's gonna get this double play right now. Don't worry about it.
All right.
He's setting him up.
Germ is all knowing.
I am all knowing.
He's 2 for 2.
If you're tuning in, comment. You know.
All right. As long as number 70 doesn't come out to pitch, we're going to be okay. If I could drop the ball on the mound, I say, "Oh, this guy."
This guy's
Yeah, you even called that, dude. It's
yeah,
crazy.
Jim's really
3
3
for
for
3
3 when you think
That's
about
5 balls in a row by Diaz.
Not good.
Simmer down now.
Settle down.
it. Is that the moment?
You
or
go out there and
being
talk to
used
the
too
closer.
much?
Go out there and talk to him. Tell him to relax.
They cut the TV for me.
He's just missing. He's just missing.
Don't worry, FS1. I'm gonna go on TikTok Live and see a 5-year-old stream the rest of the game.
Yo, Mets ain't playing. They got Stanek warming up already.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. What are you doing, dude? Take a breath.
8 pitches and 7 of them were balls. Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
Yo, just throw the ball. Just throw it.
Oh, thank
That was a
you.
gift.
That was a
That was a
gift from
gift.
God.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Blue.
Stott is not.
You're
the
my
guy.
boy, Blue. You're my boy.
He's like, "All right, Diaz, hurry up. My wife just texted me twice." Just like my wife's texting me. Let's see what she said. Oh, yeah, I can bring you up a water. Lord have mercy, bro. Yeah, pull him.
Who even is Wilson?
Look at Diaz telling him, "Slow down, bro. You're good."
Oh, man. With
So
a
what's the
pinch
strategy
hitter,
here?
I think you gotta let him thug it out. He's the guy. I mean, who's better? You know what I mean? Who's been in a moment like this before? And I think knowing it's not an elimination game, I'd let him finish.
Man,
You got to give him one more batter. You're definitely going to give him this batter.
it's
but
Roger Clemens' son.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Stanek closed the game out pretty well yesterday. I
He
feel like
did.
I trust him.
he did. But I think that sends a message to Edwin. You know what I mean? Especially in that closer role, it's kind of like he's earned that. It's
Yeah,
a tough
sends
call.
message to pitch better. Pitch
Yeah,
better.
no, that's what I mean. Like, it's a tough call because I could say that right now, and then if he gives it up, it's like, all right, well then, F you. You know what I mean? But
I'm even
Come
cool with him
on,
giving
man.
up a score.
Yo.
That was
There it
on
is.
the corner, dude.
What?
Also, like I just don't know how the hitters also know it's right on the corner. Like
Yeah.
they're taking
Robo-umps,
everything.
2025.
Bro, how about you just throw the ball regular? There we go.
It was throwing all heat and just missing.
Who's in the booth?
That's AJ Przinsky.
I was gonna say it sounds like Brzezinski.
Yeah, he's called a great series.
He really has.
Good job. Hey, good job, y'all.
No, Jesus Christ, Diaz, what are you doing?
Get him. All right, enough of this. Get him out of here.
I think you have to. I think if he loads the bases, you have to.
Yeah, then you give him the benefit of the doubt, but you're not gonna let him go further than that.
Don't smile, y'all. That's not funny.
Let's go.
Just do
Jerry.
that.
I know it's getting real when I see Hoodie Mike. That's what I know. Hoodie Mike is a real thing.
Yes. Let's go! Now he's comfortable. Do not leave. Do not leave.
Please stay right here.
Listen,
No,
bro.
stay right
bro,
here.
you stand right there,
here.
dude.
You stay
if
right
you don't
here.
learn anything at school tomorrow, you learn this tonight that you stand right there and don't move. Your father bet the mortgage on this game.
No, I didn't.
And you'll be homeless tomorrow if they lose.
Yo, just put it in play and get this double play, and let's go home.
Strike. We have found the corner.
Brandon wants to leave the game and go duck hunting.
Understandably so.
I know. Here, come sit.
Another ball. Yes.
Big one right there. Finish it off.
Fuck yeah.
I'm shaking. I can't help it.
It's not even an
Such a
elimination.
child.
There it is. Yup.
I'm going to grip my bat
Yep.
because I want everybody to know that I love baseball and I'm depressed.
Go ahead. You can have that third base. You can have it because you 1 out away, baby.
Catch it.
He's got it. He's got it.
The only issue is
Mike, there is no issue.
third?
1 out. Yeah, he took third. Good for him. He can have it.
He did a pop-up, though.
He tagged up.
Oh, no, because it bounced, didn't it? Didn't it hit the floor?
You're good. He can have it.
It's pretty
One more
ballsy
out,
to tag
man.
up right there.
1 more out. Let's go. Oh, Kyle Schwarber. Fuck.
Schwarbs.
Mentioning that he's 0 for 9 is exactly why.
That's
I
what
hate
I'm
that
talking
stuff.
about, brother.
Don't
That's what I'm
do
talking
that.
about.
Don't. I hate that.
The entire
I hate when they
series.
do that.
Bert, Francisco Lindor's Grand Slam went 398 feet.
I think that's Corey.
He's on the line.
You just call me Bert, bro.
Sorry,
He's no Pete Alonso.
Corey.
Let's go.
Spencer Rattler starting for the Saints this week. All right, let's go.
Oh, bro, you gave me
Yes. All right. 2 more strikes. That's all you need.
maybe he'll throw to Chris
Germ's
Olave in
ahead
my
of us.
fantasy team.
Oh, I am?
We just got
pause
strike
it.
1.
All right, I'm pausing.
Yeah, we just got strike 1.
Then I won't
Control. Don't be like Carl, texting 30 seconds earlier than everybody else.
react. Sorry.
Because time works differently down in Barnegat or wherever he
Time
is.
goes slow.
Ah! Why'd they take that box away? Oh, no, it's right there.
What are you drinking, Corey?
Yeah, now's not the time for small talk.
I was asking. He goes.
It's,
I said fun.
it's a canned gin and tonic that was
He
in
went.
Mike's fridge.
I know you don't care. I care.
Oof. Here we go, y'all.
Oh my God.
This is it, y'all.
There's an unwritten rule in baseball, and we're not going to talk about it. But
I'd like to know. I would like to know.
no,
No, you never know.
Schwarbs.
If everybody's real quiet, you can hear all 4 of our buttholes clenching.
Miguel Arcina, we can't show the game because we keep getting shut down. So you can just watch along with us and listen to our commentary. Thanks, though, for checking in.
Diaz said,
Yes!
Yeah! 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 Woo! We did it! Cheers! Amazing.
Amazing. onward
Fantastic.
to face either the Dodgers or the Padres. Mike, congratulations.
Oh, man.
I have a question for the room. So, does that give the Mets the advantage? First ever postseason against the Phillies. They win in 4 games. They both have 2 World Series trophies. So Mets have one up now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't believe that. I wanted to hear that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what do they? I mean, we have 2 World Series apiece. No,
This is what I love about playoff anything, man. Like, seeds don't matter. Whoever has momentum headed into postseason, they take it.
Those are big facts. So now, what's the conversation for Philly? Is this like an epic collapse? This is an upset, no? Look at Winker. That's who we needed today.
Yankees still up 1-0. Looks like top of the 5th. Bases loaded. 1 out.
For sure.
With Soto up to bat. Not to cut this celebration short.
So
If you're watching the live stream and you're not actually watching the post game for the Mets, what you'll see is the Mets are all celebrating on the field while the camera keeps cutting to sad-looking grown men in the Phillies dugout.
No, yeah, that's a conversation though, Jerm, for sure. Because if you're the Phillies, I mean, this is no way.
Yeah, it is a conversation, right?
Yeah, that's a bad conversation too. Because I mean, Mike said it since December that this was going to be. Cohen said it that it's a rebuilding
giant. Oh
year.
my God, son.
You got way too much money in this Phillies team to go out to a team who literally said that they weren't trying to compete this year. So, yeah you're.
And then lose and only win 1 game.
What do you
Basically
have? Like
get swept.
$500 million? Yeah, you have
Little
$500 million in that
sweep.
roster. There's no fucking way.
They won the division. They were supposed to. They were World Series they were World Series favorites.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You bring in Turner,
Not
you
the
bring in
favorite,
all
but
these
they were one
guys.
of them.
Did he get it?
For sure.
No, he didn't get it.
Awesome.
For sure.
All right, Mike. Well, I'm going to leave it to y'all.
I'm about
I
to
don't
bounce
know. Are
as
you
well.
guys keeping the stream going, or are you ending it?
Yeah, we're gonna keep the stream going just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Look at
gentlemen, I gotta
Lindor.
get out of here because I got shift in the morning.
I love you, Germ. Thank you for setting us up all the way through this run. Your graphics have been amazing. Thank you to Presidente for helping us out with this stuff. Let's freaking go Mets, man. I'm going to say that because my daughter's here.
Yeah, LFGM.
Shout out to Peyton Undefeated.
Yep.
I'm getting my head
Rhinestone.
Rhinestone.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
It's going to be nuts. Look at those hats.
Actually,
Look at those
that's a nice
hats.
hat.
Look at those hats.
I'm going to go on Amazon and try to find that, or New Era's website and try to find that. Mike Hughes, appreciate you. Corey, appreciate you. Mike Powers, I'll see y'all.
Okay,
Appreciate you,
so
buddy.
boys, later.
Yeah, bud. All right, let me leave the studio.
It's like normally I'm the one that ends it. Oh no, is Mikey gone?
I think Mikey bounced.
Just us.
Just us. Just us. Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler. What you just witnessed. Every now and then, Mike and I take a charitable approach, and we have just a struggling podcast on.
Yeah.
Maybe multiple struggling podcasts. So you saw stuff about sports, and it's really about helping the little people, you know.
Beltron.
Oh man, great game. Mets just finished up 4-1. Closed the series against Philly in Queens, which is fantastic. Place is electric right now. Mike, my co-host to your left, my right, is ecstatic.
Yeah.
I would love to tell you how excited he is right now, but I don't want to be too graphic. And he's wearing basketball shorts.
I am. Orange and blue basketball shorts, mind you. Oh, my God. Unreal postseason run. The heroics have been insane, from Pete Alonso to Lindor. You could just go down the list. Vientos has been absolutely electric. Reminds me of Edgardo Alfonso, freaking David Wright at the corner. It's just that offense at that corner has been amazing by him. And so many opportunities in the beginning of the game. It was starting to stress me out. Every time I turn around, we had the bases loaded, less than 1 out, or less than 2 outs, I should say. And we just couldn't get it across. Lindor comes up in the 7th and just crushes one into the bullpen. So sick. He deserves everything. Philly was laughing when we said he should be MVP. He plays one of the toughest positions in baseball, and he produces like no other. I get it, he's not Ohtani, But honestly, it becomes a scenario where you got to look at a guy and say, hey, we'll give Ohtani +1 and then we'll have a +2 MVP type moment or person. That's such a sick, the gold around the blue.
I tell you, man, they deserve every second of this, these Mets. And I can't stress this how exciting it would be to have the Mets advance and the Yankees advance to see a Subway Series.
I don't think my heart could take it. I was telling the guys I need a doctor or something.
I feel like we could really monetize that.
Yeah, my
That would be
my stomach was in knots. My freaking head hurt. My heart hurts. And then that home run just freaking. People are convinced I'm going to stroke out on this thing.
You might. You might.
But unreal. So unreal. I'm happy they stuck with it as long as they have to show the on-field celebration. It's a stacked lineup today. You got Mets start at 5. You had then you got the Yankees, and then obviously the Dodgers coming up. So crazy.
Amazing. Amazing.
We'll switch the Yankees over to this one, and
this is cool.
Is A-Rod gonna cry? Huge Met fan. If he's got some in his eye. Whew.
Oh, come on, A-Rod. Bad choice of wardrobe, buddy. I hate the dress shirts that are two-tone with the collar is
Trump
different.
made them famous.
So it's such like I have money.
Yeah, it's like an executive. They
so
even call it
stupid.
like an executive collar. I used to have them in 2005 or whatever, but yeah, I agree. And then the white collar too, like with the white, cuff.
Big Poppy's looking sharp, man.
Yeah,
Shark skin suit.
I don't think Jeter likes this. I don't think he enjoys it at all. I think he'd rather be home.
I feel like, but he always had that approach when it came, like
To
when
everything.
you were everything.
Look, hey, you just won your 3rd World Series. All right. It's crazy. Yeah, that's the only receipts people could hold on me. Is like I didn't like the dance crew. I'm gonna be dancing next time.
Bro, we were selling. It was sell. We were selling.
Yeah.
In February, in March, we were this. Our hand was on the sell button.
Yeah, I would have blown it up, everybody.
So the last time the Mets were in this position was circa 2015. 15, right? 2015. So 9 long years.
It is going to be a movie. It's got to be the Oh My God movie for sure. That's going to happen. They're beyond.
It's just great. No one expects it. Like name one good Met player. That's why it's so surprising that they're even. You know what I mean? Like it just.
I do agree with some of my Philly colleagues. With like everybody's like, oh, they're the underdogs. Their payroll is gigantic.
Dude.
But again, we paid people to not play for us too, so you gotta keep that in mind.
But it's and go back. If everybody wants to go back to be superstitious and the bad juju and all that stuff, historically the number 1 seed in any professional sport when they enter the playoffs usually gets snake bit. Very seldom do they take it all the way where they're projected to take it. And it happened. And I feel like it happens all the time in baseball. I feel like the number 1 seed can just constantly get knocked off. unless they're cheating with trash cans or whatever else it might be. I just, it's not to say it's expected, but I don't think anybody's surprised by this right now. Taking that first game in Philly was huge. We had said it was huge. We definitely wouldn't have predicted. I wouldn't have predicted a 4-game win here. Maybe in Game 5, maybe going back to Philly.
Yeah.
But and let's keep in mind. Game 1, Mets had the lead almost the entire time, right? I think it was tied for a brief period of time. Game 2, similar.
Yeah.
Mets had the lead, tied, and then a little dramatic at the end for the Phillies with the walk-off. And yesterday was a no contest, and today is.
Yeah, Game 3 was a seesaw battle, but I felt like what was a wake-up call for I think the hitters was they couldn't play with the long ball anymore. You had the dimensions of Citi Field as opposed to Citizens Bank. Schwarber's blast in the first inning of Game 3 would have went out.
Yeah.
A bunch of balls hit onto the warning track likely would have found the first couple of seats in Citizens Bank. So they would have had some cheap home runs if they were home. Senga kind of threw the Phillies through a loop, having him start Game 1. You're going to see the Mets get healthier as they go into the NLCS, which is crazy to think. It was a great series. If you're a Mets fan, Phillies, the question I have for you is, do you think this is the same? Do you have the same argument now the Braves do? Is that wait in between that almost 5 days?
Yeah.
Is that affecting you? Because it's something that MLB actually has to look at, and this is the guy who's benefiting from it now. And I'm saying, like, even looking at the Yankees right now, they're up 2-0, but they had some ring rust. They definitely did. You can't simulate October baseball. So you're sitting on the sidelines while these other teams heat up and they start playing the game. It's a different game in October. It's one hit away. You get on first. The crowd is going nuts. You can't just come into that cold. And I think they have to figure out a way to fix that. I don't know what's the answer.
To add to that, though, the air is different. Everything, it changes like that on a dime. And you're right. You can't simulate that. And let's talk about momentum again. Sitting around with a couple days off is nothing compared to the muscle memory you're getting and you're building just with the reps you're getting. Nobody wants to roll in from wild card on a day's rest to, ALDS, but that's NLDS. Like, it's just that's the hand that they were dealt, and they're still rolling. So, yeah, snake bit, bad luck, whatever you want to call it, those days of rest, it's proof now. You check the stats. It definitely hurts. No. And if I see one more of those OMG signs, I'm going to break it.
I think it's the one. Nobody can stop, man. Shout out to J Mac Customs, signed just like the back of ours, so it's real. Numbered and signed by J Mac. He's the man, dude. He's the reason for the season. Mm-hmm. For real. He is Santa Claus with the New York Mets right now because I've never been so happy. Also, shout-outs to our Todd Frazier, astronaut and wrestler. He's been with us from day one. The apple keeps dropping, but it's all right. Fun fact, I don't know if you know this. It's actually harder to become an MLB baseball player than an astronaut, statistically.
Really?
Yeah, the odds are against you. It's easier to become an astronaut. So literally, Todd Frazier could have flew to the moon instead of becoming a baseball player, and his life would have been easier, statistically.
That is a good fact. Mm-hmm. I was going to make an astronaut
Fly
joke because I don't believe in space, but forget it.
Yeah. Yo, I had a realization, so that space station up there is like creating a defensive mechanism around there.
What do you mean?
Because think about it, man. So they've been floating that U.S. space, that world.
Yeah, they're trapped there for like a couple more weeks.
No, I'm not talking about being trapped there. Like, how long has the International Space Station been in orbit?
I don't know.
For like 20 years, right?
Sounds right.
They're doing something up there. They're
like
just
what?
not. They're not just doing science projects.
Like seeing how long dogs live in space, and
creating weapons and protection. Like, think about it. How often do we all unite over a simple cause?
Rarely ever.
Right. So you're telling me the Russians and Americans are up there doing something.
We're gonna go up there and figure this whole space thing out, you guys,
and see where it lands. Like they're not doing that.
We're gonna blow bubbles out of a straw and see where it goes in the cabin with no gravity.
I'm gonna buy some cork. You know they sell the cork. The MLB sells the cork.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. Mike Francesa was so mad. You could get an MLB license cork from a Mets celebration for a wild card game. A wild card game. He was so angry. It was so funny.
Oh, Mike. Jesus Christ. Drink a Diet Coke and shut the fuck up, would you? I can't stand him. So terrible.
I love it.
All right. 2-1.
Look at Pete. Look at Pete. He's Goofy Pete. Pumpkin Pete. Peter Pumpkin.
All right. Well, here's the hard part, Met fans, is now you advance the NLCS.
It's a buzzsaw.
You're really it's now you're working with coast to coast time difference. This series we'll call it level playing field only because you're an hour bus ride to either stadium, so you don't really have to worry about jet lag or anything like that. This is going to be a little bit different. This is really going to test you, but I got to be honest, man. If I'm looking at the Mets and the two other teams, the Mets have the edge right now. And I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. I'm saying that because it's the truth. The Dodgers are pretty much mailing it in.
Dodgers, it's unbelievable. Again, the delay, Find me a team that's enjoying it. We got to listen to Carlos. Former Yankee.
When we clinch in Atlanta, we thank the best owners in the world, Steve and Alex. Front office, David, baseball operations. We thank you guys in here, the trainers, everyone. Now, let's celebrate our families. Let's celebrate our wives, our parents, your kids, that behind the scenes are right there with us. And lastly, our fan base. Francisco Lindor calls it Mets Nation.
Yeah.
Guess what? We believe. You need to continue to believe. Let's go!
Yeah. Oh, man. Holy cow.
That's great.
It's the best part of baseball is the celebrations, because people that don't like baseball hate that they do this, but they do this for minor goals too. Like they call them beer showers. So like they'll like first hit, first home run, first of anything, or a big milestone like 200 wins, stuff like that. They will have beer showers. So throughout the year, they're look at Big Meat Pete. It's so great.
Outside this celebration is just a cleaning crew in a hallway, just looking at their watches, counting the minutes till this is over. I love it, though, dude. Shout out to New Era for sponsoring the goggles. You know what I mean? Like,
they believe, the fans, we believe, let's go. And that's really been it. Alex, when you think about them, we talk about how far away they were, 11 games.
That's unreal.
Fantastic. All right, well, looks like the Yankees are blowing it, so this might be a short.
Corey's losing streak might continue.
Oh, God, Patrick Mahomes is at the game.
No. And he's bumping into people. Oh, my God. Almost got knocked out.
I can't stand Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, his wife's there too.
And his little brother is all the way in the back. His rapist little brother.
Allegedly.
It's 2-2. It's a tied ball game right now. I don't really know why Patrick was so. Oh my God, you guys. What a night. What a night.
Oh, what a night. Bert saying fire Boone. Todd Frazier said, "Oh my God, Blake is going nuts. Happy for Blake, a true Mets fan, unlike Todd." It's just funny. Somebody was asking me that too, and is he a Met fan? And I was like, no, he's a Yankee fan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but
grew up idolizing Jeter.
I get that, but he worked. The Mets paid for his house. Yankees, he got worked there for like 2 weeks.
I think Cincinnati paid for his house. I
Yeah, that's fair. We paid him twice. Like it.
We paid him.
He had 2 stints.
That's fair.
2 trips in the Queens. Yeah. Baseball is contagious.
Shut up, Burkhardt.
Unbelievable.
Let the players do the talking, buddy.
This is Derek Jeter. That's Derek
Oh,
Jeter
is it?
talking.
Sounded like Burkhardt.
I am going to clip that.
Sounded just like, I'm sorry, Derek. We would never do that to you.
So sacrilegious by the Yankee fan. It's so angry the Mets won. The Yankee fan just dissed the Pope.
Sounded like Kevin Burkhardt, all right?
Yeah. Poor camera people and the.
I know, man. They're just covered.
And they don't get goggles, which is hilarious.
They don't have to look at these 95-mile-per-hour sliders, all right? But they don't need to protect those eyes.
But it's funny because, like, think about how many players, like, probably had an 0 for 5 in the next series before the goggles, you know? I love how he talks out of the side of his mouth.
He's got a bad tooth-to-gum ratio, that Nimmo.
Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn it. Him and Todd, speaking of Todd Frazier, Nimmo and him have a great YouTube segment where Todd is trying to toughen him up and like teach him bad words and like things to do like, as a New Jersey / New Yorker. And
he's oh golly, he talks like Goofy.
So he goes, Todd's like, have you ever done anything wrong in your life or bad? He's like, I forgot to run out a play once. He's like, makes sense. Because if you ever see him, he runs even when he walks. Yeah, like he always runs to first base. He's like, yeah, I got yelled at for not running a play out. He's like, but that's about it. He's like, that makes perfect sense.
Dude, the amount of grown men behind Brandon Nimmo right now, and I don't mean like grown men like your 30 to 40-year-olds. I mean like your 55 and older communities that are Instagramming these photos of them like drinking out of a champagne bottle and like straight up have phones and it is unreal right now.
Yo, the other thing is yeah, it's so hard to like. It's exhausting if you think about how many heroic wins the Mets have had. And they almost even had one Game 3.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like
I mean, so the good part about this series was it was exciting for baseball. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like people like my wife are sitting there invested in it because it's just an electric baseball game, a good back and forth. You know. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You know, you're not supposed to blow a 3-run lead, or you know what I mean. Like that's not good baseball playing, but it's good for the game, I guess. You know, but keep it interesting.
Let's go back to Milwaukee real quick. Down by 2.
Yeah.
In the 9th, like your season was over. Mm-hmm. Like Pete, it could have easily been over with one swing of the bat, and it wasn't. And then Pete comes back to Citi Field. Hits the exact same home run,
and I love it because when he reaches far side of the plate and goes oppo like that, mm-hmm. First of all, it's hard for him. He doesn't follow through, mm-hmm. but it almost looks like he falls into it and it just explodes off his bat.
No. It sucks for Buck, though. Like, I love.
Hook. Does it suck for Buck, or was Buck just not getting the job done?
You could even argue, speaking of the 2022 Phillies, remember, they had a horrible start.
Yeah.
They fired their manager. We hired a grimace. Like, right? So, it's just nuts, man.
Where's the playoff pumpkin? I want to see the playoff pumpkin.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to swap that out every so often, or is
I don't think they're changing the playoff pumpkin
until it rots out?
I think he'll be holding that thing.
It's going to be soaking
it's
wet.
oozing everywhere.
Yeah. It's been through 2 celebrations in the last week. It's weird, though. Like, I'm not going to know what to do with myself until the NLDS starts, right?
I mean, you're going to have to maybe... Well, the good news is...
maybe we could pod. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been really getting into podcasting lately. It's been a hobby of mine.
He said that. I was like... He's like, oh, no, not like making them, actually listening.
No, I've actually been like listening to other podcasts.
That's great.
And goddamn, are they enjoyable?
They really are.
Yeah, they got a couple days off. Let's reach out to Brandon Nimmo, see if he can come on the show.
Yeah, they're off till Sunday now.
Come on. Could be, what are they going to be doing? You got nothing better to do.
They're not going to know what to do with themselves. Yeah. They actually get to think. Like, that's going to sound like feel like a vacation. That's a long break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That guy looks like Ed Sheeran. Honey, I will loving you. It is. I want to listen to what Nimmo's saying, but it's so funny, like you said, to creep watch all the other people in the background.
My God, man.
Like, hey, can you get me back there?
It really is. It's just a bunch of old dudes that shouldn't be there. We know they shouldn't be there.
The worst thing could have happened, like Sean Bray said, if Phillies in 4. Like, that would have been the worst case scenario.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Especially after that game, too. They celebrated way too much leaving that stadium. Like, everybody, like, you thought they won the World Series, and rightfully so. Walk off, exciting, trying to get electric. Red October's real.
Right.
But then making proclamations that you're going to come to New York and sweep us.
That's that arrogant, that cocky, that we're the best team in baseball, blah, 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 blah,
and
blah,
look,
blah.
like, the funniest thing is, so we played 7 games in September against the Phils. We took 4 out of 7.
Right.
So, like, that's in a 7-game series in September we beat you. And now in a 5-game series, we beat you in 4. Mets in 4.
Yeah.
Suns in 4. Suns in 4. And then, you think should we switch over to Yanks?
If you want to, I'll watch for a little bit. We can end the live stream and just chill if you want. It's been going for like 2 hours. I don't know if it just ended with you closing it.
Oh, no, it's over there. I just didn't want to look at myself anymore.
Look, man, you're good.
I tend to look at myself. I don't know if you know that. Their screens.
Never noticed. At least it's a nothing ball game. Like I said, it's hang for a little bit. Monday Night Raw.
That's all Peyton wants to do. Even
Raw.
Yeah, she's like, wait, why's the Yankees on? I want to watch Raw. I was like, can't watch Raw right now. I am going to put the celebration on the other TV, though.
Yeah, put the celebration on the TV. Let's end the live stream. Let's just kind of chill and watch baseball like some bros, man. Say what now? I'll sign off in a second. Yeah, no, take your time, man. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, man, dude, they are fired up in Kansas City. The Kansas City, Missouri crowd is very, very similar to the crowd you guys saw in Milwaukee. Yeah. Good God. Looking at them, absolutely. Terrible tooth-to-gum ratio. Overweight.
Oh, man. Tie game for the Yanks. Yeah. You got anything you want as far as before we end this live stream with all of our Mets fans here? You got anything topical that you want to talk about?
Just topical in general? Are you talking sports?
Yeah, topics, anything going on?
Oh, man,
I haven't looked at football. I have not even.
No, I'm off. I'm off football, you guys. I don't.
Partly because, too, the reason why I haven't even looked at football, it's not only the Mets. It's like I feel like my brother does not want me to ever watch football. No.
I tell you, dude, with his birthday parties and all that other garbage.
No, I'm just teasing.
And his Jets stuff. Like, that's, dude.
Yeah.
Enough, Carl. Enough with the Jets stuff, man.
Are you shocked by that Coach Salo firing? No.
No, not at all.
Do you think the Eagles will do the same if they start losing a couple more?
No. And here's why. Is because Jalen Hurts, that was strictly an Aaron Rodgers move. Mm-hmm. They invested a bunch of money in Aaron Rodgers. Ownership for the Jets is weak. We know it is. It's not like a Jerry Jones situation to where he calls the shots. Like, yeah, the Johnsons will call the shots, but the Johnsons want to keep the players happy, or at least the people they're paying big money happy, aka Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. Completely disregarding the fact that Aaron Rodgers is well past his prime and does not play good football anymore. He's literally collecting a check. He's doing what Deshaun Watson is doing, is just collecting a check and mailing it in. Mm-hmm. And I think Rodgers is pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, including the Johnsons. Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with the OC over at the Jets. Obviously, him and Rodgers have a lot of history. And the fact that they fired Saleh is just because Saleh was planning on firing, what's his name, the OC, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, it's dumb. I mean, you don't really have it. You have Breece Hall as a running back. You don't have a lot of weapons, but Aaron Rodgers could be Aaron Rodgers of old and just turn these no-name guys into, you guys can keep up with it. They aren't a good coached football team that, and maybe Saleh was the problem. I didn't necessarily think he was a great coach to begin with anyway. It's not. You're scoring the fewest amount of points in the NFL in the first how many games? Like,
look, and also like when you're skilled, a lot of good luck goes your way too.
Right.
But I can't tell you how many memorable Hail Mary throws from Aaron Rodgers I remember.
Aaron Rodgers had a lot of halfway decent years in Green Bay, and he had maybe 2 fantastic years.
Yeah.
And one of those 2 was when he won the Super Bowl.
Right. Brady marched down the field. Eli marched down the field. Aaron launched the ball down the field, and somebody caught it numerous times. Oh, nice bag. He does it all. I mean, he really just has to do a split, right?
Pretty much. He's so huge.
Crazy.
He's so huge.
They all are, man. Like
he was jogging. He's a monster. Look at him.
Oh, if he was 5'11", he wouldn't even make a
talking about
team.
Stanton right now and how he's 87 feet tall.
Yeah. It's
no,
nuts, man.
no.
I feel 87 feet tall right now. What is that from Kenny Powers? Fuck me, fuck you. Dude, it's so, if you're a Met fan tuning in right now, you got to feel great about yourself.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my colleagues. I feel for you, man. I've been there. I'll continue to probably be there. That was something historic. You will never forget it. I hope there's more of that for years to come. We both have amazing owners, amazing fan bases. And yeah, it should be fun, man. I can't wait to see you guys in April and we could talk about it.
All right, here we go. Top of the six. Yeah, top of the 6. 2 outs. Volpe's up. Mm-hmm. 1 duck on the pond. Second base.
Full count.
KC's already into their bullpen. Schreiber pitching.
And also, it's got to be like Milwaukee. Like they had to roll. Did you see that? They had to roll the champagne to the away clubhouse. So Milwaukee had it in the 9th in their clubhouse. Oh shit! And then all of a sudden, Alonso hits that home run, and that's exactly what they're like. Oh shit! We have to move clubhouses. So there's video of them moving the champagne.
That's fantastic.
That has to be the most deflating feeling.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, for everybody to see that. And now to relive that, like knowing you were on the field. I get it. These players, like AJ was saying in the broadcast, he's like, man, you don't even think, like when you're in the game, you're not as nervous as I am right now. I can't be one of you fans. Like it was so funny. But dude, AJ killed it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's the whole foul territory team. I know Jerem said I was being a homer, but I'm so happy they're getting behind the mic. That it's the renaissance of players now making their next career.
Yeah,
and it's cool to know a few of them or met a few of them, and also they're good at it. It's not like they're not good at it.
You know, it's because every time we sing the praises of foul territory, it's the same old thing. It's an honest, raw, real point of view take that you get from these guys with real conversations, former player to player. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's that's what people want to see. Well, and you see it all the time. And the same thing even with like Ryan Howard's podcast. You know, every time he's got a player on, it's just that's what's interesting. I want to know how these players talk to each other, what's normal for them, so on and so forth, all the way down to everything, to food in the clubhouse, to arbitration. Like I want to know.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting to me.
Yeah, and also for me, like Carlos Mendoza's speech, I don't understand as much when he talks about the family. If it wasn't for foul territory and explaining like, hey, do you know, like, I could have a bad day at home and then I got to go play. You know, the wives are on the road with us, a family meeting. Like you get off the field and you have to be a person.
Yeah.
And you never think about that. You just think, and then also the loneliness of it too, like on the road, just going to a hotel room.
Baseball especially is a long season.
Yeah. So, especially, during the COVID play and then Frazier over in Japan with the Olympic team.
Oh, God, yeah.
Hey,
there was no bubble. There was no bubble for Major League Baseball. It was just go play. Mm-hmm. Don't talk to any family members in person.
Yeah. Remember that one guy that broke into Fenway? Like, oh, my God. You would think like a Bane walked in. Like, you think that's what that was. Oh, man, that's great. We should have done that. We wouldn't have been viral, try to interview people. We have a press pass. We have a press pass.
Here it is. Just like a Post-it.
It's great. And then we had to sit in pods at one point. That was the best, dude. You could leave. I went to a game with my buddy Matt, and we left our bags at our seat because nobody was around us. Yeah. And also, they were worried it could have, could be contaminated.
Everybody was scared but wanted to do something
left, like,
all at the
signed
same time.
memorabilia at my seat. You can't do that anymore. Payne was worried. She got a Dippin' Dots cup, and she was worried it was going to get stolen mid-game.
Nobody's taking this.
Yeah. It's too funny. You got to get one across.
All right, come on, Yankees. Just give me oh my God. No, never mind.
Oh, you thought? Yeah, it gets me every time, these highlights.
Oh, did he get it?
On mute.
Nope, he didn't get it.
All right, well, we'll sign off here. Let's go Mets. See you on Sunday, boys. Also, I this sucks because I love wearing this whenever I feel like, but this is the clinch sweater now, both times. Wild card, NLDS.
You got to wear that all the time. You can't wash it.
Yeah, I put it on as soon as I got home. I was like, man, we're down 1-0. In the minute, Peyton's good luck. The Ninja Turtle Met is good luck. Oh my God, Hank Azaria. I put this phone here. Now that's got to stay there. Yeah, we're just gonna have. You're not gonna be able to see us.
Building. It's just gonna keep building.
We're just hoarding. Like really, that's what it is. You're saying becoming a hoarder. A documentary right now on Netflix.
Nothing but tchotchkes.
Yeah, but have a great night. You want to wrap this up, Core?
No. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. This was sort of the Divide Live with stuff about sports with Mikey Hughes, all with Mets clinching on the Gambler.
Happy clinch, miss. Let's go, Mets.